I'ma hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The lyric scientist forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 179 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, the greatest podcast in North America, the world, and soon to be Cuba.
Wait,
all right.
is it fucking...
What? I'm really big on trying to get this whole Cuba thing going. I want at least 3 people to listen to us from Cuba, and I told Jared I'd give him $50.
I'm banned from Cuba.
That's okay. And everybody's like, who's this guy next to me? If you don't know who the gentleman sitting next to me is,
You've
shame.
never watched this show before.
You've never watched this show. Shame on you. And in a week filled with a lot of things going on in the world, I want to first and foremost say rest in peace to Jerry Springer. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Yep.
The man is the focal point of controversial talk shows in the 90s.
That should be a soundbite on the board now.
Jerry. Yes,
Jerry.
I think that's acceptable. But we are joined by none other than our good friend, Ace Tron. Hello, sir. Welcome back to the show.
Hello, folks.
It's good to see you again. You talk about controversy. We got it here. And we got it here.
Hello.
Just read his shirt.
Yeah.
In spades.
Yeah. Hey, man. That's why me and Jared love you so much, man, because you've always been your own person, dude. You don't let anybody detract you from your level of thinking or your values or anything, which is kind of hard to do in today's society, just with everything with social media and
That's not
pressure
hard.
from-
It's just people are. Well, I guess that would make it hard. People are just weak-minded. They don't. They're afraid of what other people think about, like what their opinion is.
Yeah, exactly. And as long as I've known this gentleman, which is half my life, which is kind of crazy now that I think. Isn't that kind of nuts, though?
That's
like,
pretty
yeah,
wild.
that's pretty wild, right?
Old motherfuckers.
We're old now.
Yes.
I hope you
too.
enjoyed
You
Earth
too.
Day.
You two are old, not me.
So I actually told somebody how old you were last week, and they were like, Jesus Christ.
Why are you fucking telling people how old I am?
No, they asked. They were like, oh, it's his birthday. It was like, what is he, 32? And I was like, well, no, he's this age.
Who was asking?
Our good friend Al Peppers.
And
And then he said, oh, my God, black people. That's what he said. That was his reaction.
see, what did I say earlier?
Look, man, it's all in good fun. I am not a racist.
I'm sure there's not that many black people in Canada, so
I wouldn't think there'd be a lot of black people in Canada
we
either.
don't like
It's
cold
cold.
weather.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's
up there.
cold and they got hockey. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
deterrent, big deterrent.
I'll take the hockey, the cold. No, I'm not a cold guy. I'll take cold
Have you been to
shower.
Canada?
No, hell fucking
Have you
no.
been to Canada?
No, I have not. I want to go.
Ooh, I was there once, a senior year of high school,
Really?
for a snowboarding trip. I made a lot of money, actually.
You
But
could have went anywhere in the United States for snowboarding, motherfucker.
yeah, but we went to Canada.
And
it
still
was
America.
It was minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit at night, minus 20 during the day, when the sun was up.
Nah, fuck that.
Pretty chilly.
That's fucking crazy,
I
bro.
pass.
That
I
is,
fucking pass.
and that's pretty much the norm out there,
You,
right?
Yeah, well, yeah. You want to know what pissed me off? All the
that
locals,
Pull that a little closer.
were just like wearing like one jacket, no hat, no gloves.
They're
I was so furious about that. Everybody that was there in our group had, within a couple of, we had to wait like 3 hours to check into our hotels, and within 2 hours of being there, every single person on our bus huddled around. They had this huge bonfire in the middle of the little town. Every single person was around that within 2 hours to prevent from dying.
Oh yeah, just fuck that.
You gotta. I'm telling you, people that live there, they're just. I mean, I look at our good friend, and shout out to him, our good friend, the mayor of Kingstown, Mr. Jock,
Yeah.
gentleman who, when it's cold in
you
this
give
here.
far too much detail about shit. But
No, well,
keep
I
going.
mean that's who he is. I
He's
can't
got his
call him
let me
chief.
give you his
He doesn't like
address.
that apparently.
Yeah, but you gave every alias that he goes by, including his actual name.
As I should, because he's the mayor. I mean, if you're a public figure, people are gonna
First
know
of
your
all,
name.
there's no such thing.
There is. He is.
Okay.
got
He's
a
been
bad-
spending more of his time other places than Kingstown lately, so he's not the mayor anymore.
You know what he would say if he was here? You got a bad attitude.
I do. Always have and probably always will.
And that's why we love you, sir. And that's why we love you.
Some people do.
Well, we do, right? You know,
We do.
Yeah. We like you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we like liking you, and liking you is a part of our lives. But he walks around in the wintertime here, which, you know, thank God we have all 4 seasons. The moment, you know, there's a drift of wind in the November, and it's like 40 degrees. We'll be out there in sandals, shorts, sitting there acting like nothing's going on. And working in pizza for as long as I did, I can do cold. I can't stand the wind. That's what kills you, is the wind. If it's cold, okay, you can deal with that. But if the wind's blowing like terribly too, it'll fuck you up. It'll fuck you up.
What did your history in pizza have to do with the wind?
Just working,
The wind
delivering. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just being out in those.
His entire experience in life, pizza has something to do with it.
It does.
Yeah,
because
Fair enough.
it's a circle. It is the circle of life. Okay, folks. Just letting you know. Just saying.
Some would say the total opposite. That shit is fucking bad for you.
It is.
Well,
No. It depends on how you make it too. I mean,
I don't know, man.
you can do light cheese. You can do gluten free. Yeah, dude. It's pizza.
What the fuck is light cheese?
Light cheese. I mean, instead of 2 cups, you use half a cup. You know, you just kind of sprinkle it on there.
what's the gluten-free crust like? Does it even?
No.
Is
So
it still like floppy? What does that do?
So when we initially got it, because the gluten-free thing
I like
for
how
a while.
you just brought science into there. But
Yeah. So that's why I told him to come over. He was like, "Can I come over?" I was like, "Thank God," because
No,
I'm
get
very
to your
boring.
point.
I'm very boring.
Jesus Christ.
So when gluten-free, the whole craze for a little while was like really a thing where everybody's like, "Oh, I gotta have gluten-free. I gotta have gluten-free." It's bread. It's been around forever. You're not gonna die, unless you're a couple people. It came obviously round, no bullshit. It had a weird texture to it. So I remember we made one to try it out, like, hey, it's the new product, let's check it out. It's like a very bland graham cracker. It's just, there's no flavor to it. And granted, if you got toppings and stuff on it, you'll get flavor out of that. But I mean, with pizza, the dough is a big part of it. It was just very bland. I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. Would I recommend it? If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I didn't like cutting them.
Most likely you won't like it because it's not real bread. Anyway.
It's not. And
I feel like nobody likes gluten. They just have to eat
some
it, or
people
else they're
have-
gonna shit themselves.
Yeah, well, some people have autoimmune deficiencies where gluten affects that too. I mean, I don't know the exact science behind it, but that's supposed to be a thing too. That's why people switch into the carnivore diets. A lot of people, I don't want to say a lot of people, but one of the diets, the people who have autoimmune deficiencies or disorders or whatever, is like the carnivore diet. They just
straight meat.
They just eat straight meat, and apparently it helps.
I didn't know that. I would think too much meat, I would think too much of any type of food would be bad for you. But I feel like consuming that and only that, I would feel that would be like kind of cancerous to a degree.
I mean, it probably depends on where you're getting your meat from.
This is true. No, I know there's a lot of things at play.
The grocery store, yeah, you're probably getting the cancer shit.
Yeah.
You gotta hunt your own
bad
shit
stuff.
or go to
Was that-
fucking some farm that they slaughter the shit in front of you type shit.
I mean, dude, I think
It's all
at
about
this
farmers
point.
markets.
Oh yeah, farmers
That's where
markets.
it's at.
See, I know you're a smart guy, and I know you have like literally every answer to almost any question that we may have. I'm not even
I
joking.
mean, I can make an answer up for anything.
and it'll sound good, and I'll believe it. I'll be like, I know this guy.
It's all
and he's
about
smart.
confidence. As long as you think you know what you're talking about, that's what everyone else believes.
You know what? And that's what's wrong with the world these days.
As long as you don't pull anything up I say on Google, we'll be good to go.
Who needs the internet when you have me?
Don't
You know?
fact check anything I say, suckers.
No, but I would think I was watching a video. I was scrolling through, social media like a dimwit, and I found a video of this woman saying your produce, your vegetables are not safe to eat anymore. Like because they're spraying something on it now. Not that they haven't done that before.
Pesticides.
But I think it's called A-peel or something of that nature. It's like a coating that goes over your fruit or vegetable.
Oh, you're talking about that?
There's like some wax shit.
Yeah, the
There's-
wax.
Yeah, so when you wash it, it still doesn't come off.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to, I mean, it's not good
I've,
for
I've
you.
seen that going around too. Like there's this one where this lady's she takes an apple and she's like scraping shit off of it.
Mm.
But I think what it is mostly for is just, first of all, it's just to look good. But it's not enough on there for you for it to do anything to you.
I got you.
And wax, I wouldn't even be worried about. I would say it'd be more about worried about any pesticides that haven't been.
Yeah,
off of
that's
there.
my big thing too. With any type of vegetable I get or fruit, I always wash it before I eat it.
I mean,
that's what you're
even if you grow it in your own garden, you should probably rinse it off. There's probably a little bit of dirt on there from when you grew the shit.
I just, and then I'm watching it and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, shit, dude, like you're gonna find there is no shortage, of finding something wrong with anything nowadays.
Well, the American food system network, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is fucked anyway.
It's garbage
Compared
dude.
to other countries,
It's the
it's
worst.
fucked.
So
I mean, people that have these gluten allergies here in America, they go like overseas to the UK, and they've got no problems with the bread over there.
Yeah, because
So
it's not a bunch of fillers and preservatives and bullshit in there.
USA is like the testing grounds when it comes to
The
poison in
GMO
food,
shit, yeah.
poison in water, poison in the air, poison in whatever you can
Why?
think of.
why do you think that is?
They hate us and want us dead. The globalist elites that have
Oh, here we go.
taken over control of the world over the past 100 years. They want us dead first and foremost. If we're not dead, they want us dumb and sick
I got you.
so they can take care of us. But
So they can.
but ultimately they want us dead. It's just a slow walk towards the end of a cliff. For these
and
death cultists.
The older that I get and the older that Jared gets, which is remarkable. Happy.
He's actually getting
Relax.
younger. He's got a Benjamin
it was a
Button thing going.
joke, and I just want you to know, everybody. And I hope you had a great birthday, buddy. By the way, I love you.
Fuck off.
Anyway,
22, by the way.
22 years young. I'm so glad we have that. No, but I know this. Like, we all know this now, but we still kind of give into it to a degree. It's like, hey, I've had a long day, blah, blah, blah. So in the last several months, I have periodically stopped drinking for several weeks. I'm trying to do better with my eating habits because I can be a fat ass. I really can be. So instead of eating chips at night, what I've been doing is I've been eating cucumber slices. Okay, so I
Nice.
bought
Say that one more time.
cucumber slices.
Cucumber slices.
Cumber slices.
No, no. The way he that Q part was fucking strong, motherfucker.
Cucumber slices.
Guys ever heard of cucumbers?
Yeah.
I eat them now.
Yeah.
And I put them over my eyes afterwards to keep my eyes from
I
being
actually
puffy.
thought about, like, while I was fucking eating one, I was like, man, maybe I should rub my face with this shit. Like,
Now, are
do the
you
whole-
just eating cucumber slices, or are you slathering them in ranch too?
No,
or
I'm
just the
more. I
slices?
am not a big. I'll be honest with you. I'm a sauce fan. I'm
Oh
not
my God. I don't care how much you like ranch or not. Go back to your fucking cucumbers.
Yeah, so I'm eating the cucumbers. I'm not a dipping guy. I'm really not a dipping guy. I've been putting a little bit of pepper on it. That's what I did. But I'm eating cucumber slices instead of eating chips because salty shit is by far like my weakness, especially at night, long day, eat dinner, get on the Xbox.
But you
play
like the
with
crunchy. You're in it for the crunchy.
I like the crunchy. I like
Yes.
peanuts,
Yes.
all that shit. And I find myself eating a couple of chips and then I just can't stop, dude.
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah.
and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I'm gonna regret this in the morning. I wake up in the morning, I feel like crap because salt is coming out of my pores from the sea salt chips that I've eaten, which are great, by the way. But then I'm thinking, like, dude, this is not good. Like, I can eat good all day, and then I get home and I just ruin it. You know what I mean? So the last week or so, I've been eating cucumber slices before, like, just maybe 7 to 8.
Here's the thing. Stop eating before you go to bed.
No, I'm not saying like before bed. Well,
Yeah, you just said you ate chips, and then you wake
Well,
up
in
in
the
morning.
process, like of me getting ready for bed, my nightly routine,
Wait,
watching TV.
whoa, hold up.
He's like brushing his teeth, eating cucumbers.
No,
Yeah.
Wait, and so we're not. That just started. So that means you've been brushing your teeth before bed and eating chips at the same time.
No, I actually brush my teeth in the
Simultaneously.
morning. I don't brush my teeth before bed.
All right, now we've got a new development.
Okay. Developing news, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my
My
god.
breath is fucking kicking.
Oh god.
No, I brush my teeth. Who the fuck are you in my car?
Where were you last night when you should have been brushing your teeth? At 10:45 p.m.
Yeah, no, I've always I brush my teeth literally every morning. But when I come home at night, it's like I'm not talking to anybody. I'll just do it again in the morning. I don't take the extra step of doing that. Regardless, the whole reason I brought it up, and I probably won't get a date or late after this. Not that wasn't working before. Oh my God, the internet thinks I have terrible breath. It's pretty terrible.
Wait till they get smell-o-vision
That's,
in there.
that's the name of the fucking episode right there.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't brush my teeth at night.
Well, that's okay. I don't. I literally don't.
Okay, carry on.
So I've been eating cucumber slices instead of chips, and I've been doing pretty good all week. Yesterday, I get to work. I woke up, I ate a banana, had some yogurt, get your daily dose of fiber, make sure you're regular, okay? Being regular is very important, folks, just saying. And
Wait. Where'd you get what's your dose of fiber?
I just had some Activia, just some yogurt.
Carry on, please. Carry
No,
the fuck on.
there's fiber in a lot of different things. I just happen to have an Activia.
Don't ask any more questions. You're gonna get angry.
Yeah, I am.
You're gonna hurt him.
I'm at
or
this
yourself.
level of anger right now. Like it's probably there will be the top.
I wouldn't have you come over if I didn't want to piss you off. But anyway, so I'm sitting there. I get to work. An hour goes by, and I'm fucking starving, dude. Like I'm literally
after
hungry.
you got your Jamie Lee Curtis on.
Yeah, who is still hot, by the way.
Let's not go there.
Well,
Maybe 10 years ago, yeah, but not now.
I was gonna say
Damn
something,
it,
but I'm
man.
gonna. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But
see, now
it-
he's getting angry.
You almost made
Yeah.
almost made it a few sentences
Yeah.
without me getting furious.
So my coworker, and this goes all back to what we were saying about food. He said, "Hey man, you hungry?" Because me and him will go back and forth with lunch. Normally we go to Wendy's every now and then. And I was like, "Hey man, it's Friday. We got paid. It's raining outside." I said, "What the fuck do you want to eat, man?" And do you know what he said to me? And I love this guy to death. He said, "I'm feeling some McDonald's right now, man." He said, "I have about 60,000 points accumulated on my app." And I was like,
Anger level just
60,000
went-
points.
Anger level just went higher.
Yeah. So first of all, this is not a big guy by any means. He's a regular
I don't
looking
give a
dude.
fuck.
Not
Like,
yet.
That shit he's put. Yeah, exactly. Don't catch up to him.
Them 60,000 McDonald's points. You will be.
Jesus Christ.
So I took the liberty because I was starving.
How
And
the fuck do you get 60?
I don't know. I didn't go farther in that. I'll ask him on Monday.
Please.
I will.
Struck it big on the Monopoly game that they
There's
did?
no fucking way. Give me the money. I don't want no points.
Oh
Dude,
my
did you ever?
God.
Has anybody ever found Boardwalk? The last.
Well, there's
missing
only
game?
very minimal. Like there's only one or two of those.
It stinks.
It's
I
no
always had-
lottery, dummy.
I know, but everybody always had Park Place. I had literally every fucking piece. Anyway,
Monopoly gives me anxiety. I can't.
The
Can't play
actual
those
game
games.
or the McDonald's one.
I guess just the concept in general.
Why does it give you anxiety?
Just the fake money and
You know what? As that question was coming out of my mouth, I knew exactly why. Because it's perpetuating the system and all that. But
you know what it says when you run out of bills in the game? It says it doesn't matter. You just make up fake ones.
oh yeah. You write new ones. You make new
That's
ones.
what the Federal Reserve does.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
pretty
we
much-
ran
yeah,
out.
pretty much
We
true.
need to raise the debt ceiling so we can make more fake
That's
Monopoly money.
true. That
I'm
is
so
fucking true.
glad you just randomly text. I was actually thinking about you, dude. No homo out there, because I've already gone way over the edge in the first 20 minutes of this show.
Hey
Slide
man,
it
you
out.
sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
It's exactly correct. I was actually thinking about you like a week ago. I was like, man, I was like, dude, where's Tron at? You like had posted something. I was like, man, I got to get him back on the show. I was at work and I was just reading. I was like, I got to hit him up.
That was a while ago.
It's been a while
Yeah,
since you've been
well,
over.
I checked that when I messaged you again, it was actually July of like 2021. So it's been like
God damn.
almost 2 years.
Damn, has it really been that long since you've been over here?
Yeah, because
Time-
remember
time
he was.
flies.
Yeah,
on that,
you
he
were
was
over
on
there. Yeah, so
That's
we
And
right.
then and the first time it was Zoom.
That is true. Yeah, you were. Yeah.
yeah.
So you've been here for a lot of landmark moments, and just real briefly, do you like the new setup with the table?
I do. This is very nice. Yeah.
Except for this area over here.
With
Not going to comment on what RJ has going on over there.
The whole world knows my basement is a mess. My life is a mess.
No,
and-
not the whole entire basement. Just the part
this
that
corner.
you occupy.
It is a corner.
30 drinks on the floor,
Yeah.
which is an issue.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll clean it up eventually. So anyway, so he said, I'm going to McDonald's, and I was fucking starving, dude. And I already knew. I thought about all the cucumber slices I ate, the salad I ate, the grilled chicken I ate, all the decent shit I ate this week. I was just like, fuck it.
That was your cheat day.
It was my cheat day, and I ate almost $20 worth of McDonald's yesterday.
That's fucking so gross.
It was terrible. I enjoyed every bit of it, but I felt like I was dying afterwards.
I cannot eat McDonald's anymore. This shit.
I will be upfront with you. This is my first time eating it in, I would say, the actual just lunch stuff. Breakfast, every now and then I'll get breakfast. But the actual food.
And a big muffin here and there. You can't really fuck up. Well, you can fuck up eggs and egg McMuffin. I can get down with.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a bacon,
much.
I'm a bacon, egg, and cheesel. Bacon, egg, and cheesel. Bacon, egg, and
What?
cheese.
McGriddle.
No, a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel kind of guy. That's my go-to.
Bagels, nah, it's too much.
It is a lot of carbs. I had 2 bacon McDoubles. I had 10 nuggets, a large fry,
What up, Epic?
half of an apple pie, and then I had a large Coke.
Okay, now see, you pulled me in with the apple pie. Now
The pie was delicious.
Maybe I forgot about the pie. Oh, I saw a commercial. I was watching Twitch as I do all day, and one of the commercials was they have new like frosty thingies, like
Yo.
they're like Slurpees,
Yeah,
but they're Fanta flavored.
that sounds incredible. It's funny you bring that up.
He just skipped over 'em. Exactly. See, you got the right idea.
I'm thinking about it now.
Fanta.
I'm in.
fucking
I'm in on
Slurpee,
Fanta.
motherfucker? Yeah.
I'm in on Fanta.
Do you want to Fanta?
Fanta.
Don't you want to
Where is it?
Fanta?
Give me
Fanta.
fucking-
You know what?
It's orange, just like Fanta. So anyway,
Damn.
but I felt so bad after. I didn't feel so bad. I mean, I was full. I felt great. I felt relieved because, dude, I was starving. And it's like, man, I said, how much do I owe you, man? Because he was like, about $15. I was like, God damn. Like, I was like, dude, I eat like a fat ass. And then it's just.
Damn, he had all these points. He couldn't hook you?
No. There
Got
was like
60,000
no, hold
points.
on. There was like a deduction at the end of the receipt. I didn't really read into it. I was like grabbing my fries. I was too hungry to even read it. So, but I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, bro, if you think about it, I ate probably 2, maybe 3 meals for different people for myself, and how cheap it was. I spent $15.
Yeah,
I got 2 burgers.
And it was all shit food.
Yeah, it's bad for you. Exactly. And that just goes back to what we were
Yeah.
talking about with the food. It's like if I wanted to go buy, so I bought some grapes the other day. Dude, that bag of grapes, the ones that you saw me when I asked you if you wanted grapes, dude, that bag was like $5.
Were they
almost.
seedless grapes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
so
know.
you're paying more for the genetically modified grapes.
I don't.
You guys want to know something about grapes?
I want to know.
Oh shit.
You want to get fucked up?
Yeah. Hell
On
yeah.
weed.
On weed.
You may not want to mix this with grapes, weed with grapes, but grapes will fuck you up. So last year I did I was doing this detox, this like fruit only detox, and one of the portions was you had to drink only grapefruit or only grape juice for like a weekend. And so the first jar I was juicing it into 32-ounce jars. The first jar I drank, and they had said that like the grapes fuck people up before we got to that segment.
It's the
They were
skin,
like,
right?
It's I think that's what because wine. I mean, if you got like a wine drunk is different than like a
Oh, yeah,
you know
100%.
it's like a different than like a beer drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but the grapes just by themselves, just juice. Like I punished 32 ounces of that in a few minutes and drank it, and I sat down and I was watching the Nats game, and I was like lifting up out of my body.
What the fuck?
I'm not even joking. Like I was like coming up out of my body, and I was like doing these. I don't know. Something in my head was just like making me do these like breathing things to
You know,
lower myself back
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And that's what was going. And then like the next week, because we did like a call in with this group every week, and I called in and I was like, "Yo, the grapes are fucking me up," and she was like, "It's like an out of body experience, isn't it?" And I was like,
Wow.
"What?
What the
I'm
So,
not the only
it's gotta
one.
be it's gotta be the skin
It's crazy,
because
dude.
certain plants, and this is why some people say, well, like they'll say it's the vegetables that you're eating are bad for you because plants have defense mechanisms just like everything else in nature.
Yeah.
So when you consume it, sometimes there may be a certain reaction that causes because it's like, oh shit, I'm getting fucked up. So then it releases toxins. Not everything is definitely toxic to the human body, but there are toxins that get released.
Yeah.
But sometimes those toxins create hormones that are beneficial to the human brain and all this other shit.
When you were, was it like a bad feeling, like this outer body experience?
I mean, at first I was like concerned because I was like, "Oh, I mean, what's going on?" Like I just drank a bunch of grape juice, and then my normal self kicked in and was like, "Oh shit, I'm tripping!
Yeah.
Like this is tight."
Yeah, no, I mean,
Because I mean, I've tripped on stuff before.
or yeah,
So I
that's,
was-
it's all right, man.
So after I accepted the fact that I was like getting fucked up off something, I was like, what? And then I just let it happen. I was just watching the Nats game, chilling. My daughters are coming up. They're like, Daddy, can you get me something? I was like, no, I can't do anything right now.
I'm dying here in this chair.
Wait, so what? You ground the grapes up yourself?
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
juicer. I just slammed them in there and juiced them up.
That'll explain it. And imagine if you just let that shit sit for however you would have been.
Yeah.
fucked up.
So that's what I'm trying
Do
to
you
get
think
on.
because you consumed maybe too much at one time? I mean, 32 ounces.
But that's
Well, I mean,
probably-
the next couple of times I drank that amount, it didn't have nearly that same effect on me. But
Like a
I'm
euph-
interested in trying it again. It's been a year, so I want to try it again and do the grapes again. Because grapes are really good for detox. They flush out your system a lot.
Yeah.
So that's probably there's probably some
And
shit
I-
they're
I-
releasing in there.
I know
in my
you're
body.
really, very self-conscious about these things when it comes to, your dietary stuff and things of that nature. When you do these cleanses, is it well, obviously it's for your own benefit, obviously. What is your sole purpose, or what is the goal, the end goal? Like, hey, I'm going to do it for a week and clean my stuff out and then go back to being a fat ass, or not to say that you are, but what's the
People who
mind
do
process?
shit like that aren't there. Well, I say that reluctantly, but most people who are like actually into that shit, they're not doing it for. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, well, and I'm trying to become one of those.
You'll get there. You're there for the most part.
I'm trying. I gotta kick this shit. That's
I mean, you can have
just
fun.
water.
You can have fun every now and then.
which is fine. But still, regardless, this is by far my biggest vice.
Just not eating fucking pounds of McDonald's
That'll help.
at a time.
No, and trust me, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Jared. While I was eating that shit, I legit thought of you, and I'm thinking, yo, he'd be so disappointed in me.
Bro, I
I'm
barely,
not even. I'm not even. No, I'm telling you.
Bro, I don't remember the last time I went to McDonald's. It might have been for breakfast at some point somewhere. I might have been out of town or some shit.
Yeah, but I legit don't like going there anymore. I mean, I think we're all at a certain, at a
because
certain
we
age.
know what the fuck is.
Yeah, we just know that shit is low quality food that's not good for you, but it's cheap, it's on the fly, and it stinks because anything good for you can cost an arm and a leg, especially with inflation and all this other shit going on in the world. It's you want to eat good, but it breaks the bank, so to speak, to a degree.
You gotta.
I mean, that's only for honestly. Once you start there's so many parasites in your gut that control your cravings and your what you think you want to
gut,
eat.
It's the gut.
Like, once you
gut
get-
brain biome.
Yeah, and once you get past that, once you drown those bastards out with, literally, once you just, I fucked up last year when I did this detox because halfway through it we had a vacation and we went down to Myrtle Beach and I obviously didn't hold up and started boozing like right away.
Yeah.
And it just
Oh,
fucked
you're
my
right.
shit back up.
Yeah,
But
you're-
like prior to that, I was doing really well, and like it just whatever issue you have, like I started doing it. I had like this shit started showing up on my hands, like psoriasis or some shit.
Yeah.
And so I started that, and 3-4 weeks into it, it started flushing out everything. I was shitting out all these parasites. My hands were getting better. Skin was getting better. Like it literally, once you're on this like fruit only detox diet, it just like makes the electrical connections in your body form back together and start working and flushing out all your shit.
And
It's somewhat like that. What he's referring to is the brain gut biome, where it's already been studies to show, like I forgot the exact number, but there's probably hundreds of nerves
yeah.
and neuron connections between your gut and your brain.
Yeah. So I've read a little bit on that stuff.
So if your bacteria that you have in your gut is fucking shit, then it's gonna affect the rest of your body, like he's saying. So like that's why you have to make sure you're eating certain shit, and everybody's body is gonna be different. Like that's why you have to figure out what works for you. Like
Yeah.
the detox thing may work for him, but it may not work for me.
I got
You know what I'm saying? But again, this goes back to the exercise thing. Like, yeah, you can fucking eat all the fucking cucumber chips you want, but you're not addressing the rest of the body. You're not addressing your central nervous system, which you get that from exercise also. The bacteria, like when you start eating fucking McDonald's shit again, you're gonna grow certain bacteria to be able to, and enzymes to be able to break that shit down instead of getting the shit that you need to actually build your body up and to recover. You know what I'm saying?
Human anatomy is pretty fascinating.
Recovery is the big thing, and I think people don't pay attention to the recovery as much as, like, because everybody wants to look good. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be able to. That's why sleep is so important. That's why eating certain things are certain important. Exercise, and then being able to fucking recover from all that shit at the same time it works all. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just.
No, I mean that makes a ton of sense. So let me ask you this: with your have you ever done have you had like a trial and error process with anything you've done in terms of, these cleanses? It's like, oh, here, let me try this, see if it works, but it didn't work for you, or I mean, fruit is fruit, but if a certain fruit doesn't agree with you, or just something that didn't work.
Well, what I was doing was basically just it was mostly just lemon water. It was like lemon water in the morning. You drank like 32 ounces of lemon water, and then you pick like I was doing watermelon juice because it was the easiest to make.
And it's the easiest to get down too.
Yeah,
That lemon
watermelon juice is delicious.
Yeah,
the lemon
lemon
juice in the morning was
Ugh,
it's rough.
sounds
But
brutal.
I've gotten used to it.
Yeah.
And then there was
That's automatic shit fest right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean-
It gets things moving.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
It was lemon juice, and then the program was lemon juice, then celery juice, then
ooh, I like celery, but
smoothies and watermelon juice and fruit.
So it's
for the rest
basically a
of the day.
liquid diet.
I mean, like solid fruits too. I mean, like bananas.
Oh.
Like I was eating a ton of bananas, a ton of oranges.
You weren't concerned about the amount of sugar you were intaking at the same time? Because, I mean, I get it. Fruit is natural, but it does also have, I mean, if you're going to eat sugar, fruit is the best way to do that. But if you're trying to cut sugar out of your system, like some people, I find my brain works better when I don't have as much sugar in it, although I had a fucking can of fucking ginger ale before I came over here today. But anyway, I don't know. I guess from doing the comedy shit, like I've been trying to figure out ways to keep my brain alert and focused, just so I can remember shit and then be ready if something happened. So, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I find trying to cut out sugar, trying to drink less, all that shit, just to fucking keep my brain healthy too. I don't know. I guess I'm all over the place.
I
I guess I try to be as healthy as I can. I'm not the healthiest because I'll fucking kill a pizza every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I'll put a couple beers back. You know what I mean? But my overall lifestyle is healthy-ish. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I mean, I think that's what a lot of people aim for too, unless you're like a.
No, some people just don't give a fuck.
Well, it's very apparent.
Yeah, exactly. It's very apparent if you don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah, no, I know. I mean, you can tell by obesity and just which is a huge problem here in the States. I mean, and going back to me buying $15 worth of McDonald's pretty much, and I probably could have given you a burger. I probably could have given you half my fries.
I'd have thrown that shit in your face.
Some of my nuggets, okay, all right, because
Oh, you know what? I just remember the last time I did have McDonald's. We were coming back from Pennsylvania, me and my two older girls, and one of them was like, "Oh my God, that's a and now I know why they even know what McDonald's is. They've never been to McDonald's before.
You know what?
They found it on one of their fucking YouTube shows.
That is funny. I was gonna ask about that because I was thinking about it. If and when I have kids, would I send them to? Okay, yeah. Keep going on that.
I was so mad when she said, "Oh, can we go to McDonald's?" I was like, "What the fuck do you even know? How do you even know what McDonald's is? We've never been there with you."
That's fucking wild.
So mad. And then I saw her. Then I was sitting there on my phone while she was watching one of her shows, and they came on and they were playing with McDonald's and like glorifying it. And I was like, "Oh, okay, now I know what's going on. Nope, can't watch this show anymore. Sorry." She was like, "What?" And I was like, "McDonald's is bad for you. It's poison." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, you can't watch these fuckers anymore."
I mean, look, you're not lying to her.
No,
you're not. And the thing is, when you're go ahead.
But my bad. I part of that is because I grew up on it. Like when I was a kid, Friday would come around and my mom would be like, "We're going to McDonald's today. I'm getting my Happy Meal. I'm getting my toy and all that."
Yeah,
but maybe back then, I'm talking 80s.
Back in my day.
Fuck off, bitch.
I'm sorry.
This is before the internet existed.
McDonald's still might have been healthy in the 80s. Who knows?
That's what I was gonna say. In the 80s, it still could have been healthy. I don't know. But
definitely not now.
There was a certain. It was 100% a point in my life when I realized I was like, I probably shouldn't be eating this shit. I don't know what it was. Something happened where I was just. But then I would still go there. Like if I was broke, at times I'd be like, bro, I ain't got no. I'm down to like $5 till I get another check. And the line of work that I have been for a while, I don't know where that next check's coming from. You know what I'm saying? So like I got to get my McChicken, which they put a fucking ton of mayonnaise on there. You ask for no mayonnaise, they still put the fucking mayonnaise
big
on
old
that
gloop
shit.
of it and everything.
Yeah, fucking
It's already
so
on there.
gross.
I can't do anything about it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's so fucking disgusting. But that was the only thing that I could afford at the time, like legitimately afford. Like
yeah, and it's a shame too because, like you said, McDonald's when I was a kid, just I think for most people in our age range, it's kind of a treat. You know what I mean? It's
I actually have a bit on the adult Happy Meals.
which I think it's cool in theory, but at the same, just for nostalgic purposes, obviously. But at the same time, I have balls.
You know the crazy part about that? Not to cut you
I'm
off.
sorry that I said that.
Yeah, you've been on balls a lot today.
Said,
lot of
and I
balls.
have balls. You know what the crazy part about that is?
They're not even mine. It's like, nah.
Found him.
Yeah, I found them.
Got
No,
him.
fuck, what was I gonna say? I was talking. Yeah. So the bit that I was talking about, like, I usually started off with like y'all know that there's an adult Happy Meal. For most audiences, they're like, "Oh, what is that?" So I have to go through and explain. It helps a bit, but I have to go through and explain exactly what it is. And it's just funny that nobody knows about it, but that was for me when I saw it. It kept popping up in my feed, so it was like, "What the fuck's happening? How does nobody know about this shit?" But
It's funny you say that. So you're talking about the feed and the bit, and we're talking about Mickey D's and stuff. So my coworker, God bless him, shout out to you. He was like, "Hey man, have you tried their strawberry shortcake McFlurry?" And I was just like,
I've never had a McFlurry.
because it's always broken. I understand. I
No,
used to work there.
I don't even know what a McFlurry is. I've heard of it, but I've never. What is it, like some Dairy Queen turn the shit upside down type shit?
Yeah, it's basically like
like a Phoenix.
it's basically
You've
a
heard
frozen,
about it, but you've
frozen
never seen
yogurt
it.
with toppings, whether crushed Oreos, M&Ms.
So it's just another one of their fucking stolen products.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, just like most things here in America. But regardless,
No, that's not true.
it's a joke.
You mean China?
You want to talk about China?
China are the copycat.
I would love to talk
They're
about
the
China.
copycats of the world.
We will.
They're the copycats of the world. They copy everything. I mean, it's not the same quality, but they copy everything.
Well, yeah, they literally that's what their whole government's like based on,
Yep.
And
copying stuff.
Culture appropriation at its highest level.
so when you're talking about like, things like that, the advertisement and stuff, he said, "Hey, have you tried this?" And I said, because I like strawberry shortcake. Okay, I do. And I was like, "No, I haven't." And I have not had a McFlurry in probably 15 years, if I had to be honest with you.
So
He
maybe
also-
that sounds like a lie.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Okay.
And I like ice cream.
Get to your point.
But anyway,
And I like
what-
ice cream.
but what they have now, which it kind of blows my mind, it's taken them this long to do this, is when I was in high school, and that was my first job, working the window at McDonald's with our, a couple of our buddies from high school.
Shows you. I want to say a little something about standards. After you're done with this story.
And look, man,
Keep going.
I had a clip-on tie. It had regardless, the big go-to back in the day was if you got a McDouble with Mac sauce on it. You didn't get a Big Mac. You got the McDouble, bacon or regular, and you got the Mac sauce on it.
Mm-hmm.
They now have Mac sauce as a condiment, for a limited time, as a dipping
Let
item.
me tell you something about that Mac sauce. That shit is disgusting. I've never liked Big Macs ever. That is the worst product they ever created.
I'm not a big Mac.
Whoa.
I don't know. I'm more of a quarter pounder kind of guy.
Nah.
If I had to be honest with you, but
What did the Big Mac ever do to you?
yeah, is there?
It was the sauce. I hated the sauce. Like it's basically like Thousand Island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Thousand Island
What
dressing
is
is
going on?
disgusting, bro.
That's where you draw. That's the worst thing.
It's worse than mayonnaise in my book. And you know what? And because like it's funny, my grandmother used to have it all the time in the refrigerator. And like we would have salads, and she would like, where's the Thousand Island? I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, nobody wants that shit.
Jared was hiding that shit. He was throwing it outside.
It might have been at least
I
one
don't
time. It might have been at least one time I
None
did
of
that
you
shit.
are eating this shit.
That shit was
Never
disgusting.
seen it. I don't know what happened.
Probably took the lid off the toilet and like put it in like
Just dumped it in there.
I remember her
Bastard.
her go-to condiments were Thousand Island for like salads and shit,
Yeah.
and then for like toast or whatever, orange marmalade.
Wow.
Again,
Alright, I could get down with
fucking
some
disgusting.
marmalade.
No, orange marmalade is disgusting.
I mean, I'm
I'll
more
get
of a
down with any marmalade. I don't care.
I'm a strawberry guy.
I like
in-
strawberry also.
Yeah, I'm a strawberry
I think
jelly kind of guy.
I've got to be blackberry is probably my one seed.
What the fuck?
Strawberry.
What kind of white shit is that?
That is, I didn't
What?
know that.
That's
I'll be
white?
honest. I'll be honest with you. I don't even think I knew that was a thing.
Yeah, like where the fuck do you
What?
find it? This has to be some farmer's market shit.
Cracker Barrel.
Oh, that is by far very white. I mean, we're
Bruh.
white.
Yeah, you guys get it. I didn't know it existed.
All right. So to affirm,
And I do like Cracker Barrel.
I mean, who doesn't? They got like
I got no beef with
the
Cracker
little
Barrel.
nifty gifty shop in there.
The toys are some shit.
Yeah.
I'm not in it for the toys.
Oh.
Well,
Well-
I will say the Cracker Barrels that I've been to, I mean, it is kind of like a staple of travel. You know,
Well,
it's like,
you-
where do you
you
stop?
know- awesome.
At a Cracker Barrel.
You know why it's a staple of travel? Is because when they first started it, they wanted something. They put it on the side of the road for that reason, for people to be able to stop, and that's why they're all on the side of the
I mean,
highway.
I have no beef with the establishment.
Nobody said that. I'm just telling you where it came from, motherfucker.
Cracker Barrel is anti-establishment. Okay,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Yeah.
But they are.
No, they are
They're selling checkers games in there, man. That's not establishment. That's anti-establishment.
checkers.
The establishment doesn't want you playing checkers.
Why?
I mean, I wouldn't.
They want you playing
First of all,
on the the metaverse.
if they really
Not
were,
checkers.
if they were really, if they were really against the
They want you
establishment,
S&D on the metaverse, man. They don't want you
no, they
playing
were
checkers.
How come did they have chessboards there?
At
That's the real
Cracker
shit.
Barrel?
Yes,
Yeah, on those shelves up top where you can't read.
That's the real anti-establishment joint.
Chess?
I would think
Yeah.
chess would
Yeah,
be.
chess, not checkers.
Yeah, I would think chess would be more because it obviously is more of a strategic game.
And
like 5D chess, like
It's-
what Trump is playing with them.
okay.
All right, here we go. I like
Is
this.
that anything like 5G chess? Chess?
5G.
I'm joking.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We got towers in here.
I knew it.
I'm outta here.
I am the tower. You know.
I fucking knew it.
5G Babylon Tower. Damn it.
Fuck. I was saying something about.
What, Cracker Barrel? It's on the road.
Oh
It's
no, I was
established.
saying you were saying it's a strategic game. Yeah, it's strategic. It's more to just get you to be able to think more than one move ahead.
Yeah.
It's like when I always have an issue with something, I'm like, bro, you could have done this, and this. I don't have a good example right now, but like I'd be like,
When RJ fucks up.
pretty much. It's like, what do you mean? You could have done this, blah blah blah, if you had just done this, because you're not. I guess my brain is already trained to think multiple moves ahead.
I can see 10 years from now, right now, at this very moment.
That's too far ahead. You can't see that. It's impossible to see that far.
Well, I'm just claiming it
Because
right
What's
now.
going on in 2028?
Yeah, there's too many.
Who's president?
You are.
Who's running for president?
2028.
The 2028?
Man, we're fucked. What are you talking about,
dude?
bro?
Yeah, we're fucked. And
It's just fire. That's who
Yeah.
that's who's running. We're gonna burn it all down.
so, all right. So before we end, I want to say the segment. No, but I agree. Like with what he's saying because with our good friend Tron. Now that we're at it, the nitty gritty of everything. I would like to first of all thank you again for coming over. It's always a pleasure to have you, man.
What the fuck?
No, hold on. I'm getting there. I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I was out drinking earlier, but I'm fine. I swear.
Okay.
I got it for macaroni and
Sobered
cheese.
up pretty soon.
Yeah. I know that it's been a while. I know there's a lot going on in the world, obviously, in terms of fucking everything. I want you to lay it down right now, man. What the fuck is happening and where are we going as a society, as a country, politically?
Lord.
I want all of it.
I
want
think
all
that's
of
a very broad question.
It's a broad question, but I also like what in terms of the state of the country right now, which is obviously fucking shambles. I just want your thoughts, man, because I know you're very I wouldn't say outspoken. You just know your shit and you feel a certain way, and I would like you to share that if that's okay with you, which I'm sure is fine.
It's definitely okay with me.
Yeah,
The biggest thing right now in America, in the world, is the Great Awakening. Everyone is waking up to the fact that not just the United States government is corrupt, but every other country, France's government is
I was going to
corrupt.
say, nobody's talking about France.
Well, France is burning to the ground right
The
now.
only reason I knew about France was the establishment's favorite app that they're trying to get rid of here because they don't want us to
Telegram.
know what. Huh?
Telegram?
No. TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I've seen
just
protests
TikTok.
live in France. And it's not just there. It was some African country that I saw they were doing some crazy shit too. But live fucking TikTok, people live on their stream, and I'm watching protests going down and police pushing these people around. And same shit that happened, was that 2020 with us?
Yeah.
Same type of
Well,
shit.
it's a little different. But I mean, it's a shit show everywhere. But right now, the biggest thing we have going right now is the Great Awakening and the quickening that it's happening at. So everybody's got their own, this woke me up, that woke me up, whatever the case may be. But the fact that the Kufid hoax really blew it off, really blew the lid off of everything. I mean, these globalist scumbags have admitted in their own white papers that the only thing that they think would save their one world government is a worldwide pandemic that they control the response to.
yeah.
That was their
That was their attempt.
their ace up their sleeve, and I don't think they were ready. They weren't ready to pull it off. Well, they thought they were, at least.
No,
I guess
they
that's
didn't.
the
They
main
didn't
thing.
think people would. They thought they had dumbed people down enough to the point where they could just stop. But the internet has already fucked that up.
It's hilarious because they brought in the internet as their main control mechanism, and it ended up just like destroying all of their operations in real time.
They
which
weren't
is-
they weren't ready for the speed of which information would be, because these are old fucks making these rules, and they don't even understand the technology.
They got no idea.
They have no
It is-
fucking idea.
It is pretty nuts that pretty much the majority of people in power, they're old enough to be your grandpa or your grandma.
They probably are.
Yeah, you know, and it's just like, why the fuck?
Shit,
How are
in some
you to-
cases, it's old enough to be your grandpa or your mother or your father.
It just blows my mind.
It's
It's like,
the
you're
boomer
right.
shit.
They don't have this idea of here. So you can drink from the bottle, sir, because we
Yeah,
love you.
just keep
Yeah.
going with your thoughts. Stop interrupting.
So what I was gonna say is, it just kind of blows my mind that these people are making rules and telling us how to live, and it's like, dude, you're almost dead. You know what I mean? This isn't your time, and this is not your day and age. Like, it's okay to have an opinion. Rules, you know, if there is no structure, there's going to be chaos, right? So that much I can understand. But when you're like with the pandemic, right, and the information that which speed moves with the internet, we basically were questioning everything. And then everybody, you know, if you question something, everybody else is just like, no.
You-
No.
You know what it is? It's crowd. It's crowd, not crowd. You know how they have crowdfunding and there's a bunch of different crowds, but it's crowd information gathering.
Yeah.
Like I remember.
Crowdsourcing
Yeah.
information.
Yeah. I was trying to make it sound
Something like
it's
that.
like a new hip term, but
We're cool
apparently-
on this podcast.
Apparently, it's the same fucking term.
It's been for the last 100 years.
We work
not
it out.
100
We
years.
work it out.
It hasn't been 100 years because crowd sourcing and fucking information gathering is fairly new. But it goes back to for me. I remember watching a video. It was these two doctors. It was during the early days of the pandemics. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You spilled it, didn't you?
No, I didn't spell it.
Oh.
It was just tough for me to grab the lid.
Oh,
So I made
That's
it.
what she said.
there was an
Oh,
early
the guys
day-
from Cali, the two doctors from Cali.
Yeah, when they were sitting at the end of the table and there was a bunch of reporters in there. Oh my God, bro!
Here, I don't think I know this story.
They took it down.
They took it down.
They took it down.
California and Governor Newsom destroyed these two doctors' careers.
and I want to
But-
talk.
and the fucking shit was it. One day it was up, and it even goes into it talks about. There was another video. It was the same doctors, but there was a different video. I guess they were in that video that I saw. There was a different video that pointed you to the sources of the white papers, the actual studies of this lady from Chinese doctor who worked in a lab in Wuhan. The actual fucking study of this gain of function shit. Next thing you know, fucking like less than 2-3 days later, all that shit's gone. I remember watching the video. I watched both of those fucking videos
On YouTube?
It
Because
was
I know they pulled all their shit off of YouTube.
it was YouTube. I don't remember, but maybe it was YouTube. Maybe it was a link to YouTube, or it could have been somebody had posted to Facebook. I know I just saw it, and then it was totally gone. And then, like you said, those doctors' careers were destroyed. Like, no, we never heard from them again.
They fucked them up. I don't even know. I think they might have actually passed this bill in Cali. I know the Senate had passed it. I'm pretty sure the House passed it. And if that happened, I'm sure Newsom signed it. But it was basically a law that said you cannot go against any of the medical information that's coming from the state, which is coming from the WHO and all those fuckers. Or else you will take your license
Government
and your
control
career's
shit.
over.
Yeah.
That is such horseshit to me.
No, it
man.
got fucked.
It's bullshit.
It goes back to the whole censorship. This is gonna be on YouTube, but we're live right now, so they can't. It's live on Twitch right now, so they
Yeah.
can't really fucking say
every
shit.
Saturday around 6 p.m. ish.
So if it gets taken down on YouTube, we're still here. It'll be down after 7 days, but whatever.
It's all good. It's all good.
The whole shit. I don't know. There was a lot of fuckery going on during that whole time, and at first, I was like everybody else. I was worried.
I think we all were. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a normal reaction.
Yeah.
You don't know what's happening. Everybody's in a tizzy, panic buying. Which again, don't
go. I don't. We're not talking about toilet paper. Fuck that.
No. I'm just.
I don't
saying,
even want to talk about the stores.
Yeah.
That first. Oh my god. So like that first It was the day before the mask mandate went into effect for Virginia, and I was walking into the Giant. They already had their little rope fucking maze set up out front. And I'm walking in the day before the mask mandate goes into effect. This little old lady runs up in front of me, runs under the little maze rope that I just spent all my dumbass time walking through. And she runs in and tells the little, like, 15-year-old
I'm an
chick
older
in
lady.
there,
I need to be in here.
He doesn't have a mask on. Let him know that tomorrow the mask mandate starts.
Oh,
and
my
so
God.
I walk in there, the poor girl, the 14, 15-year-old girl in there, and she's like, "Excuse me, sir, the mask mandate starts tomorrow." And the old lady's sitting there. I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
Really? You sprinted in front of me to have her tell me that?
I'd be like, well, it's not today, bitch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I just gave her... All right, see you, lady.
But it was just that whole initial process when it all first occurred. Yeah, I mean, being worried is normal. I think that's a normal reaction.
I mean,
but-
we didn't know what the actual what this thing did.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, yeah.
But as time slowly progressed, and as we slowly got a little more information,
I'm a nerd head, and I was watching all the fucking numbers, bro. And it was for you. If you ever took statistics or understand, you're a baseball guy, you understand statistics. You have
I also
to have,
failed AP statistics, so I know a couple things about it.
I failed it. I failed college statistics.
if you failed at it,
the
that means you're
first
good at it.
time, the first time I failed it. The second time I passed with a B. So
Well, they made me read a book in the summer called How to Lie with Statistics. Basically told me that statistics is useless, and you can make it work however you want for you. So I slept for... Mr. Micah was not happy, but I slept for a lot of the classes.
it's not useless. I don't think it's useless.
It is to statisticians. Hello.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, okay, so if I want to prove, I guess what I'm saying is, for me to understand the situation, what was going on, I had to have a certain sample size, which statistics is that's like one of the first things you learn about surveys, and you need to have a large enough sample size to see what percentages are where and whatever. So that's where it's useful. Just like in baseball, I know if a person goes up 100 times and he strikes out 3 times, he's got a fucking hell of a fucking batting average. That's probably way over insane batting average. Like,
Must be the greatest batter of all time.
That's some Tony Gwynn numbers there.
But like that's where it becomes in situations like that. That's where it becomes useful. Now, yeah, numbers can be fudged, and you can empirical bell curve and all that shit. I think that's probably what you're referring to.
It was just a funny book that's like what they had you read right before you took an entire
Actual class.
statistics course. Where
Yeah.
it's like, hey, you can literally, because they were taking the same, like the first, I forget what the first example was, but they took some smoking statistic and they were like, they twisted it, the smoking statistic to say like, hey, you live longer if you do smoke. And that's because they were including like all the people that had like, that died that didn't smoke that were like infants. So it was like,
Yeah.
So like
So if you
so like doctors back in the day would be like, hey, your lifespan is statistically going to be longer if you smoke because I mean, if you're smoking, you're already an adult, so you're like already past those
fucking
early,
problematic, right?
you know what I'm saying? So like, I read that and I was
We're
like, holy
fucked.
shit, what the
No,
fuck?
yeah, but no, he's right. If you again, it comes down to sample size. So what was happening was you adding in those extra people, you're skewing the numbers, which is another statistical term, to skew. You're skewing the numbers a certain direction just to fucking fit whatever
agenda that you made.
I didn't want to use agenda, but
I mean, that's what it
yes.
is.
I mean, yeah, that's why I've got such a big beef with fucking Bill Gates because
that's fucking guy.
that book is like
I love it.
he's like photographed with these pictures of him at his desk with a stack of books, and that book is on the top. How to Lie with Statistics.
Oh my
And that's
God.
exactly what they did throughout the whole COVID pandemic.
With
Fuck Bill Gates.
Yeah, he's a scumbag.
It's
I'm
crazy.
not going to let anybody with man tits tell me that I need to do
I'm not
something
gonna
to be
let a
healthy.
fucking nerd fucking tell me what to fucking do. Like, bro, you don't know shit. Shut up.
You
Yeah,
look like a
You barely
scumbag.
run. You fucking stay. You fucking fucking program computers all day. Fuck off, dog. You don't know shit.
And when, yeah, no bullshit, dude. Fuck you. But what I was gonna say is like, the early days of the pandemic, when we started to, when somebody was outspoken about it, like, hey, but this isn't what we all think it is, and then it's gone, right? And it's like, and even me, I'm a very, I'm a normal guy. I live a normal routine. It's like, hey, you get up, you go to work, you brush your teeth in the morning, right?
Well,
Not at night.
Some of us do.
You brush your teeth in the morning. You get up, you go to school, you go to your job, you go to McDonald's at 12 o'clock, get your lunch, you get home, make your little spaghetti bowl or whatever it is, and then you put on the evening news, right? And then you watch it, you go to bed, and you're in this routine. So my mindset is fairly simple in that context. Like, we all have a routine. Like, I'm just like everybody else. I'm a regular dude. But then, who doesn't typically question
You know what,
shit?
sir? That's where your logic is flawed.
Okay, hold on. But typically, who doesn't question?
You got to stop thinking about yourself as I'm a regular dude.
No, I'm a fantastic individual.
There you go. Now
I would fuck me.
Back to where you're saying.
So,
oh my
and
God.
let's
always
move
take it too far.
I do. That's I'm sorry, folks.
I can't even give you no sound effect.
There is none. But when there's stuff coming out, and then people are being silenced about it, it's like, no, that person's crazy. It's like, isn't that dude a doctor?
Okay.
You know.
This is exactly what I was trying to write it down so I wouldn't forget and I wouldn't cut you off. This is exactly what I wanted to get into because we were talking about Bill Gates. And I started to think about all the billionaires that are around right now that I fucking don't like and the ones that I do like. And it's funny, the ones that I don't like are a part of like the globalist kind of thing that he's talking about. And the ones that I do like are like kind of down for humanity in a way.
Yeah.
But I keep saying the ones, but it's only one that I fuck with.
I was about to say, I can only think of one.
We the ones.
There's only one billionaire that I fuck with.
Oh, no, wait, two. I can think of two.
Well, what's the second one?
Trump. Trump, Trump,
Oh,
Trump, Trump,
okay.
Trump, Trump,
All
Trump.
right, that's okay. I don't want to. I'm not against him. I'm not for him.
And he might not be a billionaire for too much longer if these lawfare keeps getting waged against him. But
my other one for sure is Elon Musk.
yeah.
I mean,
But they fucking demonize the fuck out of him in the news. Like, bro, there's so many, and I get annoyed by people who work for the government because they suck in that shit that they get from the news, especially if they're liberal. And I'm not making this into a politics thing, but you can see that they're spewing whatever side.
It's
they're
very
not
apparent.
they're not thinking for themselves. They're just spewing whatever the fuck they're looking at. It is telling them.
do you know how to use a very good example of this? And we can use any example, but the first thing that comes to my mind, no bullshit, when I get up, because I go to work at about 12 o'clock. So I work till 9 o'clock at night. So when I get up, do my morning routine, brush my teeth, folks.
Oh my God!
All right.
For the fucking second time, let's go.
I'm telling you. Hold on. I come downstairs, and my mom's got the TV on. She doesn't pay attention to it, but The View is on TV.
Oh,
right?
no.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on The View.
Well, okay. Mixed feelings on The View. At least they attempt to have, aside from the full woman thing, the feminism thing, and I'm not against feminism. Like, I don't want anybody to think that.
Thank you for coming on this show.
I'm trying to be balanced in what I'm saying. Me and you probably have the same views on the feminist thing, but I'm not against women having rights, if that makes sense. Dave Chappelle explained it the best. Have you seen how he explained it?
Well,
He was like, he's saying
in one of his new bits, or
one of the newer ones, yeah. Basically, he said, like, I'm all for everybody having their rights and women having equal rights. I'm just not for you motherfuckers telling me how the fuck I should be doing shit.
exactly. That's what it's come to.
Yeah.
It started off as let us do whatever we want, and now it's if you don't do what we tell you, you're a fucking bigot.
Yeah.
Or you're a racist.
Exactly. So
it's
that's
crazy.
that's why I was kind of walking the fine line of that.
A little bit of gray area in there, you know.
But now I forgot what I was saying because I was trying to explain my point on feminism. What was I saying?
But I was talking about The View, but you're talking about people pushing
The
agenda.
View. At least they do give an attempt to have both sides, the right and the left. Because they have the McCain daughter on there. She's pretty fucking
is she a
right.
Republican?
She's pretty right wing.
No, she's a Democrat.
Well, I don't fucking
yeah.
know.
McCain, she might. Wait,
I'm not either. One. I'm not either one. So like,
Oh yeah, wait. What's the McCain broad's name? She's basically the same as Liz Cheney. I mean, she's part of the Uniparty. So I mean, there's Republicans that'll say all this dumb shit. I mean, it's like
it's the old.
She's in the same group as like Lindsey Graham.
Yeah, it's
and,
the old. Like you got to be Christian.
yeah. I don't trust anybody named McCain. They're dead to me.
All of them.
Wow, that's
All the McCains
Almost-
are dead to me.
almost literal.
He who we got the big one out of the way. He who shall not be named is already gone and rotting away in hell. So
I forgot you're a Trump guy.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, that's why we like to have this podcast and we like to have guests. And
Trump,
if you know
Trump guy, not a Republican guy.
No, I get it.
which is and that's fine, man.
Like, see, that's the other thing. This goes back to what I was saying. What I was kind of trying to do with the feminism thing. I don't know how this became political, but I'm not a Trump guy, but I'm not a Trump guy, if that makes sense. I'm for whoever is fucking trying to fucking make this shit work the way it's supposed to work.
Whoever wants to make America like
Don't say that.
better.
Yeah,
I'm on point
You
with
see
that.
what we did there, folks? You're not going to catch it.
you were about to.
What was I not supposed to say there?
Don't say that.
MAGA. Anyway, so
Why
but
do you
regard-
do the obvious? You don't know. You don't know how to fucking make a joke.
I know. I just like to be the sore thumb and everything. That's
No,
what
I don't agree with that because I don't agree with that shit because it's been toted by racists for the most part.
Wait, what? The MAGA?
Yeah.
How so?
I mean, how so? They
There, he's Jared's got a point, man. A lot of the
what
people.
racists are all the racists are supporting Joe Biden. All the do you
the
know what they're
closet-
doing at George
hold on,
Washington
hold on.
University right now?
The closet racists, yes.
No, it's not closeted anymore
What do you mean?
because Joe Biden popularized it. You know what these colleges are doing now? George Washington University right now, I think, is the most recent that's doing it now. Minority only graduation. Whites graduate, minorities graduate.
So we're back to segregation. Is that what's
Yeah.
happening? Oh, my
Well,
God.
but
That's a thing.
yes.
What the fuck?
But I watched Remember the Titans last night to try to offset a lot of that stuff. So
what?
I mean, it's a great film. Go.
hey, it made me cry at two
Yeah,
different
yeah,
portions. I
yeah,
had tears
yeah,
coming
yeah,
down my
yeah.
eyes. So I think racism might be dead for the next week or so because of that. I'm doing what I can.
Okay, so there's a lot of bullshit that's coming out of universities, and I worked at a university for 4 years, and
It's horrible.
the amount,
Not you working there. I was just thinking Go ahead, please continue.
No, the amount of shit that that was being fed. I don't even want to get into it because it was just shit that was just like, why are we doing this? Like, this is just basic human behavior of things you should and shouldn't do. I don't need you to tell me not to rape a chick. I didn't want to use that word.
Well, I mean, it's so wild. But then they have this whole issue with rape culture. But then like they make this thing. So like if you misgender somebody,
let's be easy on the R word.
you're R-ing them all of a sudden. You misgender them, you're R-ing them.
Oh
or
yeah,
like
that's extreme
but
shit.
then nobody wants to say anything about being medically R'd when Fauci is like, hey, you got to take these shots that we just came up with, or else you're gonna lose your job or whatever the case may be. And they're like, I'll do that, but I don't want people talking about my dress that makes me look pretty.
Yeah.
And that's why I wore it, because I would look nice.
You're looking for it. Let's be real. You're looking for attention.
Yes, that's why you wear different clothes. Otherwise, everybody would just be wearing a burlap sack, and that would be it.
When it comes to especially dressing, everybody wants to look nice. Everybody wants to get attention
Well,
to some
and
degree.
I was just thinking about it the other day. I finished work early and I went to Rudy's, the driving range
Oh, yeah.
up in
I
Kingstown.
still haven't been there.
And when I was going home, I had to drive past Edison to get on the highway, and all the kids were walking down. And so, granted, it was a Friday, and granted, I was never the best dressed at school, but literally every single kid I saw was in pajamas. Every single kid was in pajamas or sweatpants.
Because they were in the house for 2 years. That's
And
how
I
they
was
come
like,
to school
what
now.
in the world is
No.
going on? Like, even, I didn't dress well I didn't wear any collared shirts or anything like that, but like,
No, but
my clothes were clean.
Yeah.
I didn't wear
Yeah.
what I was wearing to bed to school.
I think that is kind of the pandemic's fault because
It didn't help.
No, it didn't help at all.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with like cultural changes. I think it's just it happened because that's what they were used to, and it's like now it's acceptable because we've already seen each other on these video cameras in class, at home, in our homes. Huh?
Nobody was.
No,
They all had a nice shirt on though. Below waist, anything goes. But
teachers. I doubt the fucking kids did.
kids,
I'm not wearing pants right now.
I
folks.
guarantee the kids had
Neither am I.
the t-shirts and fucking pajamas on. There ain't no fucking way they had fucking full blown like their fucking collared shirt for the day.
no,
your
I think they
slacks,
just
your
had a
shoes.
t-shirt and underwear.
No, I think everybody just is more comfortable. Like we don't need these. I don't have to have the best dressed, be the best dressed in class because we all fucking. I think it's actually a good thing in a way because now they're just accepting each other like this is who we are. We don't have to.
No
dress up.
pressure from
Yeah, we don't have
to
to-
look nice.
Yeah,
you know.
if I'm poor, I don't have to fucking try to dress like the rich kids or something. You know, what I'm saying? That's kind of a good thing in a way.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
back in the 40s,
Everybody wore suits. back
dudes
then.
was wearing suits.
Yeah, but
You look at a baseball game from the 40s or 50s, everyone's just rocking that suit. Like,
Well, that
I'm
was-
out and about.
that was the style. Like men would wear suits, but it's not the style anymore. Now,
Well,
it's,
no, now the style
it's
is-
individualistic.
I'm going to look as slobbily as I can and whatever I mean, I don't have an issue. Like I said, I love sweatpants. I'm wearing sweatpants
you
now.
sound pretty strongly about this.
I just think it's funny.
Why are
I
you
just think
wearing
it's I just think it's indicative of like what's going on. Like people, they wouldn't even like go out to get coffee unless they were like, like they looked presentable.
Shit, motherfucker, I order everything. I don't even want to go out because I don't want to talk to people.
Dude, InfoWars shirts are the only new shirts I have. Every other piece of my clothing is from high school or something that my wife has bought me.
I've had to.
I actually
I have
some
to
of the
update
stuff.
my shit every now and then. This guy still has clothes from high school.
Yeah,
I do too. I mean,
Yeah,
I've had to throw out a lot, but
So wait a minute. So hold up. So I kind of grew up like, I want to be dressed nice. If I'm going out of the house, at least I have to look presentable. You motherfuckers are like, fuck it, I don't care. So it could be a generational thing. Like as time went on,
it's definitely a generation.
Yeah, so as time went
that's
on,
my issue.
we just
I've
don't
got
get-
no problem with it. I think I can wear whatever I want anywhere I go. That's
yeah.
the problem.
So but
I wear like my hat into
I guess
church.
I'm confused on your point of view.
Oh, well, I'm not saying like it didn't affect me. It affected me. I'm a victim.
Oh, okay. Now I know where you're going. I want to get to this. Epic. He said in World War II ruined America. All the men went to war and all the women went to work. I kind of agree with that because now we're talking about the feminism thing. That may have sparked off this whole women have to do everything and like we can work now because blah blah blah. Yeah, I get it. We were able to do both, but now the kids at home are neglected because there's nobody to be there 24/7 or to raise them with the values. That now you're pawning them off to either a public school or a daycare for the whole day.
to consume their information, their values.
Yeah, and you don't know
a tablet.
what
you know,
this
whatever.
teacher. And that's another big thing.
Ooh, yeah.
Teachers fucking telling the kids these liberal. Goddamn, I hate using this word. I hate using these fucking political
Well, it
science
sucks
words.
because they hijacked that word anyways. Liberal doesn't even mean liberal anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, like libertarian does not mean the same as what liberal means.
Yeah,
anymore.
libertarians just want to smoke pot all the time now. and have guns, which I'm all right
I don't want to
with,
smoke
but
pot all the time, but
That's what they want. That's what they want.
I don't know. My shit's changed throughout the years. I grew up as a Democrat because I was told that's what I was supposed. But then as I got older, I was like, I can think for myself. I don't need to. That's the biggest thing. People are not thinking for themselves. So I guess what I was saying from my original point, the universities are producing whatever these rules are and these loops of cultural learning, and then the people who come out become teachers, and then they're taking that same mentality that they got from their university and feeding it into these kids. So now it's this big giant loop of the same shit. And if they're saying some shit that's like, I'm sorry, I pull back on the whole pronoun shit. Like, fuck off with your pronoun shit. Like,
Yeah, it's dumb.
You're not gonna fucking sit here and make. I'm not
dumb.
gonna. That was one of the things when I was at Howard. We had one of these like courses. What is it? Diversity. I don't want to. It's not a
Like a sociology.
No, it
class
wasn't
or
even
something
sociology. It was because this was as an employee. It was like one of those.
Like
What the fuck is that shit called?
It's like a not mediation course, but
It's kind of like a
like a
mediation.
work environment type of, like an HR video or some shit.
It was in the video. It was an actual person standing there. I think I've told this before. It's like as the no, I think it was a bit that I was working on. It just didn't work, or maybe I just didn't try hard enough. But the guy, every time we had a question pushing against what he was trying to push on us, so here's my biggest one. It was basically about asking people, like, it's my responsibility as a person when I'm meeting someone to ask them what their pronouns are. How the fuck is that my responsibility? I'm supposed to know. I have to ask you what your pronouns are? Fuck off. You're a human being, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and
You look like a dude, so
yeah, like,
I'm gonna call you him.
so and it's gonna sound like that I'm sounding like bigotry or big whatever. I don't know, whatever the fuck people want to say about it these days. But that was one thing that I pushed back. I was like, I'm supposed to. You might as well wear a name tag, because I'm not gonna go up to every new person I meet and be like,
No.
what would you like me to call you? How about your fucking name?
Yeah. How
exactly.
about I
You
have
know what I'm
enough
saying?
trouble remembering your name?
Yeah, like the fuck. And then the other thing that for me, especially, they kind of got under my skin because we were at a HBCU. It was like, yeah, we have to be an ally. That was the whole training, was being an ally to the LGBT community.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with being an ally. I don't have any problem with anybody doing what the fuck they want, as long as they're not hurting nobody
Well,
else.
why? Yeah, and
Hold on. Let me
why do I have to sign off on that?
Exactly.
Weird.
But that was my whole thing. And my thing was, what about the shit that black people are still going through in this country? And he's like, well, blah blah blah. By helping being an ally, you can help them also. Like, no, first of all, can we finish the fucking fight we started?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it just became, because as the conversation went on, it went from him just being a black male to him being a black gay male to him being a black gay male with HIV. So like the whole conversation was just like, oh, you're adding. I know a sales pitch, motherfucker, when I see one.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just fucking trying to sweeten the pot so I can fucking buy in on this shit. I'm like, I'm not falling for your fucking marketing, dog. Like,
Yeah.
this is the first time I ever voiced this the way I am right now, but that's how I felt in the moment. It was just a bunch of, I don't know.
I love this podcast. I think we do a great job. So since we're on that subject,
What's up, Londa?
Hey, Londa, how are you?
Oh, the kitty cat.
Oh, well, you gotta.
No, not kitty cat. Oh, you got to pee?
Yeah, go do your thing. Oh man, that question was for you. Okay, so I'll hold off on it till you get back. But to reiterate what Jared was just talking about, folks, is with the pronoun, like him, them, they, all that stuff. We here at the Mad Scientist Lab are, we're for everybody. We're We're not here to be anybody's enemy or
All right,
anything of that
we don't
nature.
need the disclaimers. They know who we are.
Yeah, but you guys know, like Jared said, you guys know, who we are. But when it comes to certain things, we're all people.
I think what's happening. I don't know about how globally how it is. I think what's happening is people are afraid to say anything because they don't want backlash because of cancel culture. They're afraid to be canceled.
And no, you're right. Sometimes I'm afraid to
But
say shit
to be honest, when somebody's canceled, how long does that really last?
until the uproar goes away.
And until the uproar goes away or something bigger comes into the news where it's
Something overlaps it.
yeah.
Oh.
So it's like,
We'll use your girl from The Mandalorian, I think, which is a great example. Spoke her mind.
Gina Carano, I still to this day fuck with her. Roseanne Barr is another one. Yeah, I canceled. I love her because she's one of the greatest comedians of all time. So I fuck with her.
And no, but you're right. There's an uproar for a couple weeks, whatever it is, and then you're right. Either it dissipates, it just fades off into obscurity, or somebody does something else to catch their attention, and they just kind of ride the wave, back and forth, and it stinks, man. It really does. I mean,
Londa, I think that's kind of what we're getting at. It's the same thing over here. There is friction between the two communities. I mean, when you say friction, I don't know how much friction you mean. I just think here it's one side is very for free speech and freedom of press because that's one of our, I don't know, God-given rights or constitutional rights.
yeah, as Americans.
And like people actually like we try to uphold that, but at the same time, good Americans are still trying to respect other people's opinions and feelings. And
Of course.
so I guess it's all to say we're not all what the media says we are. I guess. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
It's kind of crazy because what you may see on the news may only affect a very small percentage of certain things. But it's blown up like it's happening everywhere.
Well, I mean we get shaded from a lot of stuff. Like we were talking about the France stuff earlier. We get shaded a lot from what's going on over there. I bet you probably didn't even know they're protesting in France.
I feel like, have they been protesting for a couple weeks? Yeah.
It's been months.
Okay, 'cause I think I saw a video on
This shit
something.
started in like January, at least January, right?
And please forgive me if I sound a little ignorant to this, but what are they protesting against?
He can probably answer better than I can.
Here in France.
Pensions.
Oh yeah.
You're going to see a lot of these happening because none of these pyramid schemes have enough money to pay all these people all their pensions from anywhere. So they keep pushing these ages back, and that's what they're protesting back. They keep pushing these pension ages back.
Oh, so like instead of like here it's like 65 when you retire you get Social Security or whatever. So they're pushing it probably because they don't have the money.
They don't.
Yeah,
it's all fake.
The
money's gone. So so that's another reason why they rolled out COVID. They were trying to kill off. We all know that it adversely affected the older populations. They were trying to kill off a lot of these older populations because every country is coming up against the same problem. They don't have enough money to pay all these people all their pensions that are retiring.
It's fucking crazy, man. Like if you really just kind of take a moment, think for yourself, think outside of the box. Don't be like me, regular Joe Smo who doesn't question anything. But going back to what we were talking about earlier, when the pandemic initially happened, when doctors or just whomever came out and said, "Hey, you know what? This isn't what everybody's saying it is," and then you don't hear anything from it again.
Okay.
At all.
Hold on. I want to read this.
Of course.
Lana gave us an example. I can give you an example. Over here, she's from the Netherlands. They are from the Netherlands.
There's somebody that's listening right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got a pretty cool fan base, man. We have an awesome fan base, by the way. Thank you guys. Much love.
Over here, there are pro LGBTQI++, but really collided with people here are basically religious people and for example, some of my friends are Christian, Muslim, and they are not really satisfied with the leftist propaganda. And that's exactly what we're saying. That is exactly
I'm with
what we're
you.
saying.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it is here in
And
the
everybody
States,
is.
too.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
This isn't just a small time thing, and that's what's freaking all these people out.
Yeah.
The like Pandora's already out of the box. You can't put Pandora back in the box. You know what I'm saying? The Pandora's out. So like they're pulling out all their stops. They're trying to do everything they can to quell this uprising, but it's not going to work. I mean, it's going to get ugly. It's not going to be pretty for a lot of people, for a lot of countries, but at the end of the day, they've already lost control of everything. They wanted to collapse the global economies and control the collapse, which is just asinine to even think to begin with. But now that the collapse has started, they're trying to control it, but they can't, and they're screwed no matter how you slice it. It's just a matter of how many people will they take with them, how much damage will they do on their way out.
I mean, I feel like a lot of damage has been done. I mean, dude, the way
Oh
the
yeah,
war-
but
I mean,
the damage that's been done is baby food compared to what they have, what they want
what
to
they
do.
really want to do. Yeah, I mean, if I agreed with what you were saying totally,
you heard it here first, folks.
I said if.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Then
big if.
Then I would kind of gather to, because basically what he's explaining is population control, because there's not enough resources for as many people. Bro, we're at almost like 8.5 billion now. I remember just fucking 5 years ago it was 7 billion. That's a quick fucking rise.
It is, but you can still fit the entire world's population into Texas, and everybody could live completely comfortably.
Fuck that.
That
would be the most crowded fucking place.
That is a fucking
fucking bullshit.
That's
I've been-
crazy.
I know Texas.
You're serious.
First
Yeah,
of all-
positive.
First of
Positive.
all, I know Texas is big because we have.
It's bigger than that.
I'm actually, you know what? I want to get into this because I posted a thing on Facebook yesterday asking, because I'm considering moving. Let's just change gears now. Anyway, fuck it.
So,
I thought we were getting too political, but that's what that's when
Oh,
we,
yeah,
that's why
you
we
know,
have
no.
him over here.
The moment he said, "I miss you guys," I said, "Well, I miss you too. Bring your
Come on,
ass
come on,
right to
come
the
on.
house." So before
He
you
said,
went-
"Yes, we're about to start. Get here
Are
in
you
30
really
minutes."
about to cut me off?
No. I was going to ask him a question before we went to go pee. Well, go ahead. Continue.
No, go ahead.
No, I just want to. So we were talking about the whole LGBTQ community,
Yes.
and something that's happened very recently is the Bud Light endorsement, which we kind of talked about briefly a couple weeks
You
ago.
know what? This is your new fucking. How's COVID going for you?
I know.
Remember that? Remember when every time we had a guest, this motherfucker would be like, "So, what do you think about COVID?" Like,
Well,
bro,
my
I
mom
gotta know.
died from COVID 3 weeks ago. I guess it's pretty awful.
So this is your new thing now.
No, but I value this man's opinion. Because there aren't too many people like this gentleman that just say what they want.
To be honest, I have an idea what he's gonna say, but
Well,
please.
But so I know. So as a fellow connoisseur of beer, we love beer here on the show. Not Bud Light people, not due to the whole thing, whatever's going on, but that's the type of the quote unquote agenda that's being pushed, and now those sales are completely, from my understanding, just completely tanked. And Jared had said, from a marketing perspective, it's not a good idea to do something like that because it's going to basically alienate your core base, which it has done, and we can see from the uproar, whoever it may be.
The Kid Rock video is amazing. Have you seen that
When
shit?
he was just blasting the
Dude, that shit.
That shit was amazing.
Dude.
Go ahead. That was America all in a fucking one bundle right there. Look, Londa, if you want to know what America's about,
Watch Kid Rock.
Watch that Kid Rock video with the Bud Light stuff.
And just a guy from a
That's
trailer park in Detroit, dude. Like, I'm telling you. I mean, but I know how you probably feel about it, but the idea that it's being pushed out and just kind of it's like overshadowing.
Yeah, we get your
everything.
point.
Yeah.
You're influencing his answer by what's your opinion. Go ahead.
That's
That's,
I guess
that's
that's what I'm
not what
doing,
you want to do.
I, for one, was boycotting Bud Light prior to that just because it
All right.
sucks. But
All right.
See, that's
Yeah.
that's why you don't lead.
but
people.
I'm boycotting it even harder now.
Yeah.
I'm really adamant about not drinking it now. I mean, to be honest, this Dylan Mulvaney thing is an absolute joke. No matter how you slice it, I think it's
okay.
hilarious.
That's what
what's
I thought
going on.
I thought that's what you were going.
At first, I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is going?" And
I didn't even care about that.
she is pushing some weird stuff on kids. I still think she is like a pedophile, to put it lightly. But
Jeez. We're using some heavy
aside
words
from
today.
that, I think it's hilarious, and I think it's the ultimate troll job imaginable. This dude is now. I can't even put these thoughts into words. He's now advertising for women's shaving products for their faces. He says,
Oh my
if
God.
you're a woman that grows facial hair,
All
this
right.
is what I use.
this is why-
it's so crazy.
I get
Have you
it.
seen the videos of him
because
on?
I don't care to.
Well, no, have you seen the videos of him on The Price is Right?
I have
No.
I have seen that, and that's
As
the
a
reason-
as a dude, still
Okay, I have
complete
not.
attention whore.
I didn't-
It's all for attention. Whatever
Exactly.
he's doing is for attention.
Exactly, and this is why I didn't want to bring this up. And this is a dumb question. Don't ever ask it again, because this is the stupidest fucking debate. No, I'm being 100% serious. It's the stupidest fucking debate we ever have had. It's fucking dumb. Who cares? There's more important shit going on than fucking Bud Light.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I know, I know.
mean, yeah, the Bud Light thing in a vacuum is very small, but the overall arching issue with it all and how they're pushing this trans ideology on the children is, I think, one of the biggest issues that we're facing right now in the country.
I get what you're saying.
But Dylan Mulvaney by himself is hilarious, and I
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I can't. I mean, I won't watch anything that he, she, they put out. But the troll job is fantastic. As someone that knows how to troll somebody, what they're doing is insane.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't condone it, but
I
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about any of it. I don't know who that person is. I don't give
it
a fuck.
really came out of nowhere
I
too.
don't-
It's well,
I don't give a
mean,
fuck that they live
they
or
only-
die. It doesn't matter to me.
They only really gained the spotlight when they got invited by the Biden administration and said, "Come check out our fucking
wonder.
sideshow. Come on in. We got
No
a fucking.
wonder.
It's crazy in here. Come on
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
We got the trans dude stealing luggage from everybody at DCA. Come
Oh, yeah.
on in.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Got caught three
it's-
separate
it's
occasions.
still, and he worked for the fucking
A
government,
felony, and the Biden administration.
bruh.
That was the least of their worries. Was that guy?
I can't
That's the
get-
crazy
I
part.
can't get a government job if I try, just because of certain things, very minor things that I have done in my life. But like,
They told me my Facebook was too wild.
Yeah.
bruh, like it's a lot of wild shit. And then you let this crazy person,
And he was in charge of the
this
nuclear
is
waste.
a fucking crazy person, bro. Like 100% fucking whack job.
Insane.
But you say that shit, and now you're you're transphobic. What?
Bigot.
No, look at this crazy. Look at
Bigot.
this crazy motherfucker. He's stealing fucking women's clothes
And
then
wearing
wearing
it
them to work.
Out of it, yeah.
In the fucking
and
White
people on
House.
Twitter are like, "I made that dress. What?
Are we-
I made that."
Are we fucking insane?
Dude, this is America.
We're not. We're
What
not
the
here.
fuck, bro?
We're pretty sane compared to what's going on in the White House
Jesus Christ.
or outside of it.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So
It is a fucking circus.
and it's
Absolute
it's a shame.
clown show.
It's a shame too because of it's such a I mean you're the head of the country. I mean you're the face. You know what I mean of all of us. You represent all of us, and it's a joke, and it stinks, and that's why other people don't take it
Yeah,
seriously.
that's another one. Yeah, that's a good point, Londa. I also read that people were called trans. I've heard this too. Were called transphobic for not wanting to date transgender. I've heard that.
Yes,
that's
Yeah.
you're a
that's
bigot if you don't if you don't want to have sex with a chick that has a penis.
No,
You're a
no,
bigot.
It's not even that far. It's not. It's not even the sexual part. If you don't want to date one, you're a bigot or a transphobic person.
Yeah.
Like what?
how
Yeah, no, I'm definitely
it makes sense. Yeah, no,
definitely not afraid of you. I just don't want men dating me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we can all agree as guys, you know, we don't want to date other dudes. It's
I think the date's gonna end once I realize you have a penis. That's where it's gonna.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
My wife will get mad too.
Yeah, we don't want to upset the wife. We don't want to do that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to upset the wife. That's very important. But
You know what's crazy? You know what? In Washington, I don't know if it's passed. I don't know if
you
it's
talking
been
about
signed
state?
into
You talking
law.
about Washington State?
Yeah.
Oh, bruh. No, let's
They're
not.
trying to pass a law to where if parents don't sign off on their children under the age of 18
Mm.
having their penises cut
Oh,
off,
yeah. This is wild.
they
too.
will steal the children from the parents, not tell them.
No, you're using extra abrasive language to incite an emotional.
Okay,
reaction.
They'll take the children.
Yeah, CC
From the
CPS.
parents.
Okay, yeah. There you go. But you're right. It's
Steal
still-
is
it's still
also
stealing,
a
yeah.
synonym.
I mean, he's got a point. He's got a point.
No, you're right.
You
you're
did
right.
not have their permission, so steal is a synonym, but they'll take the children to an undisclosed location, won't tell the parents, and then when the parents call the police and the state asking where
They arrest the parents.
asking where their children are, they'll say, "Oh, we don't know," and then they'll arrest them for not
Knowing
going
where
along
their
with the
children-
sexual surgery,
Oh my God.
and then
This is really
when the kids.
Yes.
Yeah,
I had no
and
idea.
when so when the kids are sitting there, they're watching the news. They say, "Oh my God! Oh look, that's my picture. My parents are looking for me." They say, "No, they're looking for Jill. Your name's Bobby now. They're not looking for Bobby. They're looking for Jill.
Holy shit.
You're a man now. You belong to us. You belong to the state." And then they strap them up with the same shit that they strap all these illegal immigrants with, where the Democrats basically siphon money off of all these illegal immigrants that they bring in. They siphon money off of them to straight to the Democratic Party. It's not even hidden. Straight to the Democratic Party. All the money that they make, 10% goes to the big guy, just like for Joe Biden. And that's exactly what they're trying to do with everyone that they steal from their parents that won't let them get their willies chopped off.
That's fucking nuts, dude. I had no
Crazy,
idea.
right?
I
No.
legit had
Washington
no
State
idea.
is fucked.
Crazy,
I
right?
wouldn't want to move there because it rains all
Well,
the time.
I wanted to talk about.
See what happens in places where it rains all the time? They get
yeah.
fucking twisted.
It's depression. It's 100%.
They're like, "Oh, I
There's
don't
gotta
feel
be
right.
some
I got to cut
correlation
my
with
dick
that.
off."
Oh my God, that's fucking nuts.
I mean, look, if you walked into a doctor's
biological, bro.
office, if any of us walked into a doctor's office and we said, "I identify as a paraplegic. I need to get my arms and legs chopped off." That's how I identify. They'll take you, they'll lock you up in a straitjacket, they'll throw you in a fucking padded room like this. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Oh
all right.
shit.
tearing our shit up. It's still crooked.
They'll throw you in a padded room, and that'll be the end of you. You'll never see the light of day again because you identify as a paraplegic, and you think you
you're
want to
crazy.
Yeah, you want to get your limbs
Yeah.
chopped off. But if you go in there as a 14-year-old boy,
But
and you
this-
say, I think I'm a girl," that's what the people at school
But
told me.
this comes out of what we were saying. It's starting from where it's being taught from. It's the educational system is trickling down.
Oh yeah, it all starts at
these
Yale and
thoughts-
Harvard and
Oh yeah,
Brown and
Yeah.
all those. Yeah,
Ivy Leagues.
Yep.
Oh, that's.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say what I really
do
want
it,
to say.
do it.
No, not today.
Nah.
Not today.
Look, if you don't mind.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
it.
Do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hang him on.
What if this is just me trying to put things together? What if this is a new version of white supremacy?
It is. It is.
So I'm not crazy.
It is.
Well, if you
100%.
When you're saying like Yale
Well,
and Harvard,
the
and,
NWO, what we know as the New World Order, what George H.W. Bush is
and they were indoctrinating you back then, stupid.
it's the Nazi world order. These people that have been pushing the NWO, George H.W. Bush. You can look up his famous. I forget what the fuck it was called. 100,000 points of light.
oh,
or
you mean
whatever
the
fuck.
former CIA director?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, wow, yeah.
CIA. They're in control of it all right now. But so look that
I
up.
love this podcast. I really do.
George H.W. Bush, he pushed his 1,000 points of light speech, the New World Order speech. Look who his father was. George H.W.'s father was Prescott Bush, one of the most evil son of a bitches
Oil man.
in history. This guy his bank financed the entire Nazi Hitler operation. You can look it up. They had to close down the bank afterwards because all these charges were flying at it.
Mm.
They had to close down the bank and they got swept under the rug. But the NWO is the Nazi world order. Operation Paperclip, they brought over 19 19,000, 1,900. I forget what the number is. They brought over all these fucking Nazi scientists
Oh yeah.
from Germany. It was a war. Before the Cold War, it was already a Cold War between the Soviets and America, who could grab the most Nazis to
We took the scientists.
organize their shit.
We took the scientists. I think it was Argentina.
Argentina had all the defectives. They had everybody that got out of there went to Argentina, and I've got Argentina. I've met Argentina people that have confirmed that Nazi Germans, were living in. There's a huge Nazi presence in Argentina.
It's already been proven. I forgot. I'm probably sure it was a Joe Rogan podcast. But there's sections of Argentina that are still to this day Nazi communities.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild, bro.
It's crazy.
That's fucking.
NASA.
Yeah.
And I
NASA is all Nazi.
Oh my god.
Actually, there's a.
I was like,
hey, question. So we do talk. I want to kind of transition a little bit. We talk a lot on this show about movies and television shit we're watching, right? The Oppenheimer movie. How do you feel about that? There's a movie coming out. Oppenheimer is the guy who came up with the nuclear bomb.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. All right. What is it? That's
with.
Where's it coming out? It's coming out.
It's coming out soon. Yeah.
In theaters or on Netflix?
Theaters. Let me look it up. It's theaters and probably Netflix right in phrasing. What's phrasing? What phrasing?
Damn, the nuclear bomb's crazy, man.
Y'all are leaving like long messages. This is why I need help, bro.
oh, well, I mean, I'm just here for the fun. The
Yeah,
podcast.
me too. But the fun of the podcast is reading what people are saying. In the
This
chat,
is
too.
true. This is true. This is also why I don't read my streams. But however,
Yeah, look, I literally, this guy was streaming the other night, and I'm typing in his chat, and I'm like, it is so. I don't know. I sent him a direct text message. I'm like, must be like, I wish I was a streamer who could not pay attention to his chat.
well,
Did
yeah.
you ever see that?
Damn, dude, you
I
don't
didn't
pay
know.
attention.
I looked at it and I was like, well, Jared, you know what? I'm playing right now. But thank you for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Check me out. Forever_dope. Please. Gonna finish my Resident Evil run here pretty
He
soon.
will not respond to you. He'll act like you do not exist.
No, it's because I don't have the super official setup.
Yeah,
And
you're
now-
fucking wasting your time.
I mean, I don't know how you could respond while you're playing a game. Anyways, I get.
no, because there's times you have to learn. Like
Yeah, no, Jared.
just like with here, like I have my shit set up. Like when I'm streaming, I'll have a hold on, I will have a space where the stream will be up, and then I'll have I have my whole shit set up. What? Yeah, turn the sound off there.
I did.
guy.
What do you stream? What games do you play while you stream? I couldn't even tell you the last video game I played.
I
probably
do
FIFA or something.
when I fucking actually have time. What have I been playing? Oh, GTA. I'm trying to get into GTA.
Is there a new one?
No, 6 is not out, but I do RP role play. So I've been
5.
doing mostly Red Dead Redemption 2 role play. So basically, you know what role play is, right?
It's like a first person game, right?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah,
anything
so-
about video games.
RP in the gaming world, in the streaming world.
RPG.
No. Listen,
We're listening.
that's GTA. There are RPGs in there, but anyway.
Yes.
RP is role playing. So I create a character, I go onto a server, and there's other people from wherever around the world who are also playing different characters, and we basically it's like playing House but on a video game.
I mean, I used to play NHL online excessively. That's the only game that I've ever
But that's not
gotten
RP.
into.
That's just playing other people online. Role play is like I'm playing other people online, but I'm a particular character. I'm playing. This is my character. He has a background. He has a story, and people watch that shit like because it's interesting, it's funny, and it's cool. Like seeing people who are good at role play. It's like watching good actors. You know what I'm saying? Because you learn how to do emotes, and emotes are like different motions that you can do like while you're talking. It's very intricate.
Call of Duty? Is that considered a
Stop writing
an
bullshit.
RP?
Huh?
A role play? Like is that
You're thinking of RP role playing game. That's
what Call of Duty is?
No, so
No,
Call of
that's a
Duty is
first-person
that's
shooter.
first-person shooter. So what Jared's describing
That's
is
FPS.
is you essentially donning a role yourself.
Like Doom? Like, is that an RP?
No, that's a
Doom?
first-person shooter. An RPG, the best example of an RPG would be Final Fantasy or Pokemon, like a turn-based game where you.
You're not the same.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Yeah, no. But
He's not understanding.
no. I know what you're saying.
No, you understand. He's not.
I'm
getting
not.
it. Okay. RPG is role playing game. That's a totally separate thing from RP. RP is just role play. Like,
Okay.
say, I don't know, if you had girl cousins, I had girl cousins. So she had Barbies and Ken and whatever. So we're fucking playing. It's only me and her. So it's like we're playing, like I'm going to play fucking Ken and she's going to play Barbie. But with these, you're playing whatever character you come up with. So like I have a character on Red Dead Redemption. His name is Ronan Jackson.
Yeah, boy.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I'm sorry, Ronan Jackson.
Ronan
That
Jackson.
sounded appropriate, though.
I mean, it was because he is the most pro-black man that I've ever met. Continue.
Oh, nice.
No, he's not even pro-black. Like
No.
he just his name is Ronan Jackson. I told you where the name came from.
Yeah, no, I remember.
That
He's just got the black fist on his T-shirt. And
no
stuff.
Jackson it technically should be my name, my last name.
I gotcha.
But anyway, that's a little peek into black people. There you go.
We are learning
Whoa.
about black
Hey,
people.
come on. I told you I already watched Remember the Titans last night. I got a pretty good handle on the black culture, okay?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
shut the fuck up.
I wonder if
Denzel is not the black culture.
I wonder if Coach Hill has a cameo
he made those
somewhere in
white
there.
kids respect him, though.
Huh?
He made those white kids respect him. Who's your daddy? Tell me who your daddy is.
Okay.
And, dude, I mean,
Thank you, Londa.
What did Bertier say?
Ronan Jackson is coming back. He will make an appearance back. I've been on Gold Rush RP. I need to get back in there, but anyway.
but Jared, essentially role playing nowadays, like obviously Jared, like it's a form of playing house, but you don an identity, you build your character, whatever they wear, blah blah blah. You go into a server, meet other people, and somebody walk up to me. Who are you? And then Jared will be like, I'm Ronan Jackson.
So, I mean, that's like where Tony Hawk was heading. I feel like that's the last Tony Hawk skater game I played was like that realm.
Could be.
Or like Grand Theft Auto. I played that on.
Well, no.
I think 5. I think I had played 5 online.
That's how I got into role play. I was watching other streamers play like GTA 5 role play, and the ones that I first started watching are still the same ones I watch because, like, it was just that they're just that good at it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, because I suck at that kind of stuff.
you get better over time, just like podcasting. Like we
my
weren't
favorite
great at
thing for-
podcasting when we first started, but like we've gotten better just over the years, just doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you get better at doing anything. Like I started comedy. I started stand up 3 years ago.
I wanted to ask you about that, man. How is that? I'm still trying to come out to Shooters to see a set.
Yeah, I'm waiting on you.
yeah, dude, you gotta come out.
What
I
are you
mean,
talking about?
I'm never there.
I didn't know you were waiting on me.
Bro, I'm waiting on everybody to come out. That's why I posted. Like, I'm not posting it for my fucking health. I fucking actually,
know.
matter of fact, since we're on it, the next one is May the 4th.
May the 4th.
May the
be
4th.
with you.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
At Shooters.
I'm gonna come.
And I told
I got some
everybody
Star
to
Wars
wear.
jokes.
Well, okay, that's fine. I told everybody to wear their Star Wars gear. Somebody's supposed to be having a birthday party there. I haven't heard any official news, but our show's going on regardless. 8 to 9, like we always do. Never mind. You're more than welcome to have your party after the 8 to 9, but whatever.
It is, dude, especially on May 4th. I mean, it's Star Wars
Yeah.
Day. It's,
Well,
it's,
we've gotten lucky the last couple ones. The last Thursday shows was 420 for one.
Nice.
So we basically were celebrating that.
Bunch
One-
of weed jokes.
One of the comics who's always there was fucking. He was like, yeah. He came in, and I was like, he don't look normal. He was like, yeah, I've been smoking all day. I'm like, this motherfucker.
you on the
here.
weed, you know.
And his fucking performance showed that he was smoking all day. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I look at 420. Yeah, I think it's cool when you're younger, obviously, and you know you.
I was using it as a marketing tool. So.
Yeah, no, it's cool. No, I understand. We all get it.
I didn't give a fuck.
That works too. Smoke weed every day. But what I was gonna say is, like, I remember when we were in high school, you know, and I'm sure you as well, Jared.
It meant something.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, it's, you know, everybody planned, you know, we went down to the Super Highs, got our box of Dutches the day before. It was like a kind of like a ritual kind of thing.
Who's old now, motherfucker?
Box of Dutches.
Yeah.
Hey.
I smoke Dutches, bro.
Yeah, clearly.
I smoke Dutches.
You want to know one of the first interactions I had with RJ outside of school was picking up some weed from a mutual acquaintance.
Hell yeah.
And
We're going to hell, bro.
I don't know what that means.
I was backing up out of the parking spot the same time RJ was. I can't remember if he was leaving or coming in, but either way.
Oh yeah, this did happen. That's
I
right.
back up into RJ's car. He jumps out of his car.
These two since high school. Keep going.
Jumps on. Yeah, this is like our senior year at high school. This was like the first time I'd met him outside of school, basically. And I back into his car, and he jumps on the roof of my car. My sunroof is the only thing that's open. He jumps on the roof of my car and says, "Don't ever come into this circle to buy weed again."
Dude.
What the fuck?
Dude.
Did
I really do that?
I knew he wasn't gonna remember that shit.
He was so angry. And I was like, "Come on, man. I'm going to see you tomorrow in Spanish. Don't make this weird."
Yeah.
And he's like,
Dude,
on
I
top
do
of
remember.
my-
I'm so sorry.
He's on top of my
I'm
car.
so sorry.
Don't
I was
ever
going-
buy weed in this circle again.
I wish there was pictures of that.
Literally, I mean, I don't even know if there's any damage. I was probably backing up at like 1 mile per hour, and he was moving at like 1 mile per hour, and we both like hit the brakes and stopped simultaneously. But he
God, I
got
can't
out of the
believe-
car, jumped onto my roof, and
I've hurt you.
I remember Adam Stern sitting
I'm
next
so
to me.
sorry. I'm so
He's
sorry.
like, "Oh my god!" He was like, "RJ's getting out of his car," and I was like, "Okay."
What?
And he jumped on top of my car, and I was like, "RJ!" He's like, "Don't ever buy weed in this circle again."
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
There was a lot going on in my life at the time. Put
I
it that way.
guess.
That was before he had any weed in his system, so I cut him some slack.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't high yet?
No,
He was stone cold sober.
Yeah,
That's why he
it's,
tried to attack me.
Well, you can attack me here verbally, and I just feel like a horrible human being.
You're all right.
It was like 15, 17. Actually,
You know
we're
what?
old
The
now.
funny part is, I bet you there's so many fucking stories that he's never fucking told. Either he's too embarrassed or he just don't remember those stories. The only story he ever fucking tells is that stupid one where he fucking jumped out of the window and didn't catch the fucking bottle of alcohol.
Oh, dude, yeah, you never heard.
No,
of
you're
it.
not
Yeah.
telling that. Well, fuck it. Tell it again.
So
I'd like to hear this.
yeah, so I'm gonna tell the same old.
While you're telling that, I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah, so while Jared's telling a story, or while Jared's peeing, I'm gonna tell the same old true and tried story. So when we graduated, and I'm sorry if I offended you. I feel really bad, dude.
I wasn't offended. I thought it was funny.
Well, yeah, because it's me.
Yeah.
I'm the most.
And I've
dude, I love
never
everybody.
seen RJ so worked up, but he was very adamant about
No,
not
there
coming
was
back
probably,
to that circle.
dude. This was at a time when we were in high school. There was a lot happening. Unfortunately, my house is getting broken into. A lot of.
Well, and
personal-
also it probably I don't know how many car accidents you had prior to that. It's never a good time.
Yeah.
You bump into somebody.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're a friend, and you will remain a friend. But regardless,
Back here, aren't I?
Yeah, there you go. So I tell this story because not too long after we graduated, I unfortunately got caught with the weed. Driving home from work.
Devil's
one day.
lettuce.
Yep, the jazz cabbage, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, by the way, can I smoke while I'm down here or no?
No, as
Okay.
much as I would love to, trust me, as much as I would love to, I don't even think my mom would care. Put it this way, it's probably the only place in the house that doesn't smell like weed. Put it that way. Let's just keep it at that.
We'll keep it clean down here.
Yeah, we'll keep it clean. But I'll find a way to somehow make that happen. Just regardless. So I unfortunately got, my first unfortunately possession charge not too long after we graduated, and a friend of ours, I had bought his car from him. So the car I had was a buddy of ours in high school, and I had it for a couple years before I ended up getting what I have now. And I remember, so I couldn't smoke. I had to go take a piss test every Thursday. You know the routine.
Yes.
And I went to a little hotel party here in Springfield. Just the regular guys. People have the 40-ounce bottles. They got their little baggies of weed and everything. And I'm not smoking. I can't. I'm sipping on a 40 a little bit. I mean, why not?
Chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Somebody had, and this is, young people on the weed being paranoid. They're like, apparently the cops are coming up here. And I'm like, wait. I was like, hold on, I can't be here.
Apparently, or they're coming up here.
Yeah,
Let me know.
I can't really remember how it started to transpire, but after a certain point, it's like, yo, the cops are going to be coming up the elevator, and they're going to be coming down the hall and looking
I mean,
for
you
us.
hear that, you don't really question it too much. Somebody says the cops are coming,
Yeah, no.
you're not
it's
going
like,
to question
oh,
it too much,
No,
especially
you're
if you're
not.
high.
No, but I wasn't. And, I'm
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a
you
little
said you weren't.
I'm a little
Okay.
buzzed off the 40 I'm drinking, and I'm thinking, well, fuck. I was like, I can't be caught in here. I'm on probation. I'll go to jail.
Hotel
I don't-
parties are sketch.
Dude, I don't do them anymore. That's something you do when you're.
They're pretty sketch.
Yeah, dude. I've been to some questionable shit. Put it that way.
They're pretty sketch.
And I fucking as we're telling this, I do remember shoving my head down your fucking sunroof, dude. Now that I think
There
about
we
it.
go. It's
do.
all coming back.
I am. Everybody's like, you're such a nice man. I was
Don't
like,
ever
well,
buy weed in this circle again.
dude. I'm telling you,
This is the
there's-
first time I ever bought weed here. Of course, it's going to be the
Dude,
last.
I swear, there had to be a good reason I did that. There had to be a good reason.
Sober is fine.
Yeah, it's all right. But so anyway, so we're under the impression the cops are coming to our room, and we're on the second floor, and everybody's kind of panicking a little bit. And do you mind if you grab that fine thing over there for that gentleman? What'd you do with the bottle?
It's right here.
Oh shit! It was right behind me. So
I'll also have to use it.
so the apparently the cops are coming up, and I'm looking around. I'm like, oh shit, I can't be caught here. So I'm like leaning on the windowsill, and I just turn around. And I'm looking down, and if you know where the Five Guys is, yeah, I think you know what hotel I'm talking about. There in Springfield.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. This is a true story.
That's the only hotel, I wouldn't even call it a party. That's the only hotel I've ever been to smoke and drink at. But like,
I mean, that's really
Dude,
one of the only ones.
I
really.
probably know who
Yeah,
rented
well,
the hotel room out
yeah,
in their
well,
name.
Yeah, you know,
That
it's
you're
funny.
talking-
Yeah,
We were probably at the same night.
yeah.
Now
But-
that you mention it.
So anyway,
Good
I'm looking.
grief.
I'm looking, and I'm like, well, that's not a far way down, right? I was like, I can't get caught by the cops. I'll go to jail.
Oh wow, you were contemplating jumping.
I did.
You jumped.
Well, I didn't jump. So I opened the window.
Wow.
And I'm obviously noited. Everybody's on the weed. Everybody's noited. I'm a little buzzed off my 40, and I'm like, yo,
You get pretty annoyed off the
dude, when you're
lack
fucking
of weed too, though.
yeah, but when you're 18, 19, and you hear cops, you're gonna be like, just whatever. So I'm like, bro, I know I can make this. Like, I can just dangle from the window and just let go, and hopefully be okay. I mean, there's like a patch of grass.
God.
So I opened the window because I told everybody I'm not getting locked up. That's what I said. I said I'm not going to jail. So I opened
Famous
the
last words.
Could have been very, very much could have been. I open the window up, and I start climbing out. Right, and as I'm climbing out, I'm thinking, even I'm thinking, yo, RJ, what the fuck are you doing? But I'm literally thinking about my mom. Like, oh God, because she thinks I'm at the movies. She thinks I'm at the movies. She doesn't. I'm bullshitting everything.
I love it.
And I get out there, I'm kind of like teetering on it, and I just kind of start lowering myself. So, dude, if you were sitting in that Five Guys eating a burger and you just looked up, I'm like dangling from the fucking window, dude. I'm not even making this up.
Out of the
Dude,
and that's like a Best Western or something.
It
man?
was a Red Roof Inn at
Oh,
one
Red
point.
Roof. That's
Yeah, it was
still
a
what
Red
it is.
Roof Inn.
Still what it is.
I think it's like a Motel 6 now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
yeah,
I
maybe
don't.
you're right.
But regardless, so as I'm dangling, right, I'm like, oh shit. I was like, well, I can't climb back in. I like the.
I saw a picture I had to post.
All right, sorry.
Just keep
Sorry.
going. God
Well,
damn it.
I don't want to be in a picture too.
You are. Just fucking go.
All right, I'm talking. Sorry. So anyway, I'm dangling from the window for the
That's
thousandth
what I have to
time.
deal with.
I know he hates me. So I'm dangling from the fucking window, right? And I'm like, fuck it, I'll let go. So, dude, I'm not even. I let go. I fucking fall, right? I land in this patch of grass. I thought I broke my leg. Like I just landed. I was like, oh fuck, I'm in like severe pain. I'm like, oh my God, like I have like my bones went up my ass kind of thing. It was awful. So it took me maybe a minute or two to collect myself, pat my leg, like, all right, it's a stinger, I'll be okay, that kind of, let me shake it off. My friend, she was like, RJ, you have to catch this bottle. And it was that big glass handle of Bacardi, the cheap,
yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm not catching that. It's a giant glass bottle. Probably weighs
It's
at least
gonna
10.
hurt.
Yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt somebody. And it probably weighs at least, 7 to 8 pounds with all that. I mean, it was barely opened. So it's pretty much a fresh bottle. I said, no, I'm not catching that. So she fucking throws it anyway, and you know what I did? I just moved right to the side, watched it shatter everywhere, and I proceeded to walk to my car, right? So as I'm walking to my car, I get to the parking lot. I see like 3 or 4 cop cars in front of the hotel. I'm thinking, oh shit, like my boys are fucked, you know. So I get in my car and I lay down. I literally don't even drive anywhere. I get in my car, recline my seat, and I lay there for like 20 minutes, dude. I'm not, no bullshitting. Thinking my leg's broken and all this shit. So I sit up, and they're gone. So I drove home, you know, my fucking heart's beating like crazy. And granted, it's only like 8:30 at night. It's not very late at all.
And you're pretty sober.
I'm pretty sober. Got a buzz. Well, the buzz was gone at that point. I come home. You know, my mom, who I love to death, obviously, she was like, how was the movie? I was like, oh, it was great. You know, my heart's pounding like crazy. I was like, I'm going to go up to my room. And, you know, and I was just sitting there. And I was just sitting there. I was like, fuck. So I texted our buddy. I was like, yo, what happened? He was like, yeah. He was like, they weren't here for us. They came in for some dumb shit. And I was like, what the fuck? So I basically almost killed myself for something that never occurred. And that is my story. So I jumped out of the second floor of a hotel because I thought I was going to jail. Hell yeah. And I will not tell that story again.
Well, I mean,
What's,
I mean, that's like your machine story. That's your Burt Kreischer story.
I do. It's just, I don't want to say you had to be there, but it is probably one of the more outlandish, wild decisions I've made in my life. Dude, I didn't want to go to jail. So I just jumped out. Well,
I mean, nobody wants to go to jail.
Fair
nobody
enough.
wants to go.
Nobody's like, all right,
But I
I
felt
guess
like
I
at
could
the
use some jail.
Yeah, yeah. But at the time, I'm thinking like, yo, I can't be caught here. And it was just so funny.
That's how
texted
when
me-
all the best stories start. They're not going to catch me now.
Yeah.
They're not going to catch me
Dude,
here.
when they told me, they were like, yeah. And then, no bullshit, man. I'm sitting there texting my buddy. Dude, I probably could have just walked out of the room and just gone down the stairs and out of the
I know.
building.
It's so crazy.
I did the most outlandish shit to leave the
Hit
building.
that follow button if you're just coming in.
It's
Yeah.
it's hilarious too, because like that's what's I mean like the cops, like they're not like, if you just like came down and walked out casually, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, and the cops saw you like walking out, they'd
Yeah.
be like, whatever, this dude's leaving his hotel room.
Well, I
But they
thought I
see
s-
somebody like like hanging down, scaling down, and like,
Dude,
they're like, all right, something
I
is up
I
right
probably
now.
deserve to go to jail for doing that shit, but I'll never forget it. It's probably one of the crazier things. That's probably one of the craziest things I've ever done. Just like, I was like, oh, quick.
Can I tell you about my craziest cop getaway?
Absolutely.
So it's kind of similar, where it wasn't at a hotel, it was at somebody's house. So this chick in high school, she was having a party at her house. It was like a 3-story like townhouse setup. And it was a great party. Everything was going smoothly. And then about like 11 o'clock or like midnight maybe, cops showed up out front. And it's a real small, it was a small little area in Kingstown. There's probably like maybe like 15 houses in this little cul-de-sac or whatever. There wasn't, that's all that was right there. And she was like right at the front. And everybody, when the cops got there, everybody went inside, obviously, and everybody went upstairs to her bedroom, which was like on the front side of the house. And it was already like at midnight at this point. And I was like, well, I'm not going to hang out. I'm not going to hide up in the bedroom for hours until the cops leave. So I waited downstairs. Everyone was very angry that I wasn't up in the bedroom with them. And I was like, I'm
Breaking the mold
on
at a
my
young
own.
age.
I'm doing my own thing. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Everybody's upstairs. I look in the fridge. I find a full tray of Jell-O shots.
Okay.
Like, okay, this is nice. So I ate every single one of those Jell-O shots
Oh, shit.
on the tray. And then I scoped out where the cops were. Most of them were out front. A couple of them were walking around out back. I snuck out her back sliding glass door, jumped. She was like 2 or 3 houses in the middle. I jumped on the next neighbor's deck and then the next neighbor's deck. And then I scurried down the little deck post like a cat.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the cops were like looking on the backside of the houses and stuff. And I just like fade into the woods. And then like people start knowing that I actually left the house. So everyone's calling me like mad at me. And I'm like, stop calling me. I'm making my escape.
Yeah. I'm in the middle.
The cops are surrounding me.
We got to
I'm
get
making an
old-fashioned
escape.
Steve McQueen here.
So like they are still all trapped up in a room, scared because the cops are mulling around outside. Meanwhile, I'm scaling the decks, making my way through the woods. I find a path that puts me back onto Beulah Street.
What up, Ghost Chips?
True that. And I get back to my house, and then I start answering the messages and calls that I was getting. And people are like, "Where'd you go?" And I was like, "I told you what I was doing. I told you I was going to go downstairs, eat all the Jell-O shots, and leave."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, the cops are out front and out back. How'd you get out?" And I was like, "Well, I ate all the Jell-O shots, and then I hopped across the decks and scaled myself down, and then fucking ran."
Nothing
back
like
home."
a good getaway, man. Nothing like.
And everyone was like, so
Were you fucked up?
flabbergasted.
Were you fucked up off the Jell-O shots?
I got home and threw up every single Jell-O shot that I drank or ate or whatever you do to Jell-O
Man, I mean,
in the toilet. And it was a rainbow concoction.
Hey,
and
that's funny. That goes full circle, just like Bud Light.
yeah, there we go.
Yes, there was a rain. Yes, I almost was trans after that moment.
Yeah. Oh, I just
My penis started curling up inside of itself, and I was like,
my
"Ah,
God.
what's going on?"
It's inside of me. Dude, I remember one time, dude, high school stories are the best, man. I swear. We
If
were,
you liked high school.
I mean,
I
don't know
hated
if
high
we-
school.
I
No,
know.
all my
Yeah,
stories
no,
are great.
No, nobody really liked high school, but yeah, the stories I have to tell are just because my friends, you know, my buddies, and I swear to you, besides me shoving my head in your sunroof, which I am terribly sorry I did that.
Happens.
I was always the one that said like, "Hey, let's not do this," and they'd be like, "RJ, quit being a bitch," and I'd be like, "All right, fine."
First of
yeah.
all, I find that very hard to believe.
I'm telling you, I didn't think of half the shit I've done.
What Chappelle say? He was like, you don't know what them white boys did to get in those black groups.
Dude, I was cool.
True
With,
that.
I
You
was
gotta
cool
do
with
something.
I was cool with those guys, the Middle Eastern guys, the Hispanic guys.
Oh, so
I
you
mean,
was fucking doing all the crazy shit.
dude, I knew some crazy motherfuckers, bro. And then the worst part is like it always just ended up on me somehow. They're like, "Well, RJ was here," and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
You
It was
know
your
why?
idea.
There's a white dude hanging out with a bunch of Middle Eastern guys. Who's gonna get the blame?
Oh fuck yeah!
Well,
White
no.
dude hanging out with a bunch of black dudes. Who's gonna get the blame?
Absolutely.
No. I think the real question is who should get the blame.
The white guy hanging out with all these groups.
Exactly.
Yes, he's up to no good. Clearly.
I got pulled in the office one time. They were like, "You know these people?" I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Why?" I was like, "I don't fucking know. What do you want from me?" And
I'm
they
up
were-
to no good, Doc.
Oh, you're killing me over here.
Dude, my elbow. It's crazy.
Oh, hold on. We have to fix it.
Dude, my elbow is insane.
I mean,
I'll
you got the good
It's
pitching
fine.
arm.
I'll just hold it.
Londa said American high schools in movies versus American high schools in real life. Ooh, it's actually, that's
Oh.
a crazy point of view.
Hey, can
that's
we talk about
crazy? Yeah, well,
what?
let's,
Okay,
Here,
what's
first of
your
all, fix that shit.
Yeah,
I'm
here,
okay
go ahead,
like
go
this.
ahead. No, I got
What's
it.
your
I don't want.
What's
you
your
we don't do this to
favorite-
our guests.
What's your favorite American high school movie? Now that that's been said, because I've got one that I just was watching today.
What does it mean? What does that mean, though?
Exactly what I said. Any movie that is taking
What an asshole.
what exactly what I said.
Exactly what it means.
And
Oh,
I'm
that's
not.
a-
It's not a
actually,
tricky. It's
that's
not
a
tricky.
good one. That's a good one. Actually, that might be the one.
Ooh.
Londa said American Pie.
It's kind of close to what I was.
I mean,
I actually,
mine was not another teen movie. That's the one that I was thinking about. That's my favorite.
Bro, you just hang it off the fucking wood, bro.
I know, but the pin fell out.
Oh, Jesus.
how to do
It's an issue. It's an issue.
This is all makeshift. What everything that's put together here is makeshift.
is not fancy.
And I didn't realize that's what was holding it up. I won't touch it.
No worries.
no,
like,
you're good,
look,
don't
this
worry.
all these are 2 pins.
I thought there was a staple at least. I thought there was a
No,
staple.
we were
we can't
trying
afford
to.
staples here.
No, we're
You think
trying
we're big
to.
time?
I was trying to minimize what is going on the like actually connected to the walls, so there's no damage or minimal damage, I should say.
No, I like it, and especially on
It
the.
looks good,
yeah. When you're watching the, it looks really nice.
When I put it together, that's how I was thinking. I was like, how's it gonna look on camera as opposed to like,
Yeah.
this shit don't matter. Like you don't even know what it looks like outside until you come in.
Yeah.
But okay, so and then that's a good one too. Dazed and Confused, Epic said.
Damn, yeah, Days and Confused is a good
that's a
one.
very
Yeah,
good one.
yeah,
That's
Days
a very
and
good
Confused is
one.
up there.
And Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I got one. Fast Times at Ridgemont High is good.
I like it. It's kind of
my
annoying. though.
my favorite high school movie, Ferris Bueller, Day Off.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
a tough
Okay,
one.
all right, yeah, that's probably the one
Bueller.
seed.
Hands down.
That's the one seed.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you really think about it, it really is the
It's ultimate.
the
It's
core
ultimate.
is yeah.
It's because you
Tricking
know
your
why?
mom, thinking faking sick and stuff. Oh yeah, that's
Look,
classic.
Cameron,
Rhonda.
pick up the phone.
Londa, if
Dude.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That is the epitome of every high school student in America. What they wish they could do.
That
they
one's
wish they could
classic.
pull that
Yeah.
shit off.
That one's so
yeah, see?
good.
Classic.
My dad
exactly.
loves his car so much he just rubs it with the
That's
diaper.
what we.
Yeah.
Every time we skip school, that's what we thought we were doing.
It all boils back. Yeah, exactly. That's
I think no bullshit. When you skip
Nothing better
class,
than that.
You're Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Nothing better. Has anybody had anything close? You remember when he's at the Cubs game, the baseball game, and he's on TV with the. Has anybody had anything close to that?
Well,
when
we
they're
didn't have-
skipping school
when I
and
was
they,
in-
they almost get caught like that.
No, because when I was in school, the Nats weren't. We weren't going to the Nats games in the middle.
Yeah,
of the
you can't
day.
go all the way to Baltimore.
Yeah,
Watch a
exactly.
fucking baseball game during the day.
Welcome to Camden Yards.
My closest thing to getting caught, and it wasn't even me.
That
It
is
was
a
my
good one, too.
buddy. My buddy was supposed to be at work. He wasn't. He was at risk of being caught. We all were chilling. We almost burnt down the pool at Lansdowne.
Hold on. Wait. Let's
Statute of limitations
How
is
the
cleared.
fuck-
It's all good.
No. How the fuck do you burn down a pool? It's literally a body of
Okay,
water.
well, not the pool itself, but the
Okay,
the
the
structure
building.
around
The
it.
little shack, the walk-in shack.
So my buddy, besides the fact that my buddy almost got caught because he wasn't at work and his mom ended up almost finding him not at work, we almost burnt down the rec center. My buddy, so we're standing there, we're a bunch of pyros standing there in the parking lot, and we're like, wow, I bet you this bush is very flammable. I bet you this bush would go up quick.
yeah.
And our buddy John, you know John,
Yeah.
Typical American shit. We like
Just-
to burn.
yeah.
lit it, and the whole bush went up, and we were like, fuck. So we dipped. We got the hell out of there. My buddy Jackson tried to drive away. His car wouldn't start.
Because I know who this is, and I know that's hilarious.
He's sitting there trying to start his car. The fire truck shows up. They think
Over there,
he
Kramer.
called the fire in.
So
They think he's a fucking hero. Jackson was trying to get away because he knows who started the fire.
oh shit. Yeah, it was
They
him.
they roll up. They're like, "Wow, you must be a hero. Did you call this in?" He's like, "Yeah, I called this in because we started it and we tried to get the hell out of there." But he's like, "Yeah, I called it in. Yes." And they just were like, "Wow!" And they put the fire out and they gave him his accolades and rolled out. And we called him back and we're like, "Jackson, did you get your?" Because we tried to get him in the car with us. He was like, "No, my van. They're gonna know it was me." We're like, "There's like other vans here. Let's go." But he was like, "No." So he was trying to start it. They showed up. He's there, and he was like, "Yeah, just come pick me back up. They think I'm the hero. Just come pick me back up."
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude, that is so. Just because I know him, that is funny as fuck.
No, that's
dude.
funny in general.
I'll never forget the call. He says, "Come pick me back up." We're like, "No." He's like, "They think I'm the hero. Just come pick me back up."
Dude, I could imagine him sitting there, that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer's starting the fucking car in the parking garage and it's not starting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could just see him hopping in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
Van wouldn't
hilarious.
start. They were like,
Did you
"Did
call
you
this
call this
in?"
in?" Yes.
That's crazy.
I did call this in.
That's true.
Wow, you're a real hero, kid.
He probably had that badge on her when he went back to school.
Americans love
Oh
burning.
my God.
Americans love burning and deep frying shit. That's 100% true.
I mean, who doesn't like something that's deep fried?
Deep fried turkeys. It's the best turkey you'll ever have.
It sounds. You know what's crazy? I've never had one.
You've never had deep fried turkey?
No, I would love to.
Oh, you're fucking high. That's just dangerous as fuck, though. I'm not.
Well,
doing
I've
it.
seen enough videos to where I wouldn't mind buying one, but knowing me,
No.
I'd probably sneeze and just
No,
my whole face would be
You'd
gone.
be drinking and you'd fucking your face would be gone.
I don't drink often.
Okay,
Only on
RJ.
Saturdays, pretty much the
Okay.
entire day while you're here.
Oh, we want to talk about deep fried shit. Epic said deep fried ice cream. I gotta go with deep fried Oreos.
Can you do that?
That I have
Can you
had.
deep fry
Hands-
ice cream? Is that a thing?
Yeah, they do it.
That's a thing.
yeah.
It doesn't
Wow.
like
I've had the deep fried Oreos. I can vouch
Deep
for
fried
that.
Oreos
those
are
are delicious,
fire.
dude. A coworker, believe it or not, God rest his soul, he's actually no longer with us. When
'Cause
I
of the
initially
Oreos?
started, yeah. Well, no, I mean, well, probably. I mean, regardless, he brought us some because he went on vacation, came back. He said, "Hey, he was a big foodie." So I mean, when it comes to food,
I don't
he was
know.
one of those.
I don't like that word. But
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no. Well,
Foodie?
I
Yeah,
don't
what do you
like
like
using
food?
it either.
Yeah, it's fucking
We all like.
stupid.
Don't we all?
Well, put it this way: he would bring us smoked burgers. He'd bring us mac. I mean, he would.
I know, but you don't have to use that word. You
Okay,
just like
so-
to eat, you fuck.
I do.
I'm not. I'm whatever.
Regardless,
And it's like foodie is like you're usually eating food that like people aren't aware of.
But
That's the thing, right?
That's the thing. No, but that's the thing. These motherfuckers call themselves hashtag foodie. But
Like
they're
you're eating
fucking-
crickets
they're-
for dinner and
they're
like
at a
you're a
fu-
foodie or
no,
something.
No, they're at a fucking regular restaurant that the rest of us can go to. We just don't fucking want to go that far.
yeah.
So we fucking
And they
eat it.
customized every option on there. Like I
No.
asked him lettuce, no tomato.
No, now you're just a Karen eating fucking food. You're not a foodie.
dude.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no such thing as motherfuckers. that's-
Lights
You know what it
changed
is?
to just a
You know what it
Karen,
is?
damn it.
It's a virtue signaler. I'm
Yeah.
a foodie. You like food. We all like food. Humans like food. It's an indulgence that we are fucking
so
that we
dumb.
just like it. Why are you calling yourself a food?
I don't know.
foodie?
I am sorry for using derogatory language on this show.
I mean, you didn't call yourself
Finally.
a foodie.
Yeah,
you didn't call yourself a foodie.
Or did
but
you?
People who use that term,
I normally don't.
it's pretentious.
I normally don't. But regardless, he brought us some. I had 2 of them. Those things are fucking dank, bro. I hold on.
Yo,
let me get the chat
This
up.
is one of the Londa's one of our best fucking fans. I fuck with her. But they
Where's she live at?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Shout out to the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Get some of your friends from. the
Oh,
Netherlands.
hey, let's ask her about the Kufid. What did they do up there? They didn't lock down, right? In the Netherlands? I don't think so.
No, that was Switzerland. I don't know.
What's the difference?
Yeah,
That's
Maybe
two
she can
different
verify
countries.
for that.
Londa, let us know
well-
what was going on over there.
That's like the Dutch. Is that what they call the
Dutch,
Dutch? The
yeah,
Netherlands?
Dutch.
Good grief. But then Deutsch is German.
Deutsch is German. Dutch is
Good grief. Thank God I live in America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What? Why? I don't understand that. What does that mean?
Because you're an American.
Well, just this German
Oh,
Deutsch
see?
stuff is
Okay.
confusing.
Not a she guy. We were never. We never. Anyway.
Yeah, regardless.
Well, I wasn't sexually attracted to him either way.
We don't know who
Fine
you
by
are.
me.
But what I was going to say, fuck, man, I forgot what I was going to say.
Capital letters too, motherfucker.
Let me see. I'm not a she, I'm a guy. Thank you for letting us know. Fuck, man.
Are you a hot guy?
No, the deep fried
Okay.
Oreos. No, I feel like I'm having. I feel like I'm having a Jared moment where I forgot what I was going to say. I was talking about the deep
Fuck
fried.
you.
I'm just saying. Oh, fuck. I can't-
Oreos getting deep fried.
I ate them. I liked them, and then we started talking about. Oh, what Londa had said about hashtag like the white women on Instagram
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've seen videos on Facebook of people making white people.
Oh my God, this guy's actually reading chat, and I didn't
Yeah.
have to say that.
Yeah,
Go
actually.
ahead. See, now that
Yeah. See, it's nice that I participate in the show
Yeah,
that
he's
I'm
a
a part
partner.
of, and it's only taken years of my life. No, but I saw. I'm a big spaghetti guy. I love spaghetti. I'm making it tomorrow. I've already got my peppers in the fridge. I'm ready to go. I saw somebody making spaghetti in their fucking sink. Right, like people that are preparing food and
Oh,
like.
that's white people shit.
Yeah, it's no.
Hey,
Yes.
hey.
Look,
I take offense to that.
you can take all the offense you want, but you know it's true.
No, but I'm looking at it and.
I take offense to that. That's all I'll say.
But they're preparing their noodle.
You've done it before?
What?
You've prepared
Prepare
food?
spaghetti in the sink?
Well, what do you mean by prepared?
Dude,
I
she was
strain
like-
it in the sink.
Yeah, straining your noodles is one thing, but they were literally putting the meat and like the whole thing in the sink. It was so fucking weird.
In the pot? No, you gotta
No,
have
bro.
the pot on the
The
stove when it's
entire
warm.
sink.
Like they were just preparing their
Oh.
sauce. It was all in the sink, and I was like, "Yo, this
That's-
is fucking disgusting."
Yeah,
That-
I don't care how much bleach you dump
They
into
were
it,
trying to
you
get
know, any
views
of
on the. They were trying to
Oh,
get
yeah.
views on the. Nobody ever does that.
There's a couple.
That's not
There's
real.
a couple accounts of like they're white ladies,
Of course.
and they're like making fucking spaghetti on the counter. I've seen the fucking videos, and they're like mixing it around.
They're psychos. Those people need to be
Oh, yeah,
arrested.
100%. This bitch has got a fucking apron on,
Ew.
and fucking her husband is asking questions, or whoever the fucking guy in the fucking background is asking questions, and this person is like, yeah, we're just gonna rub it around. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's a sin. They should burn in hell.
That's literally the equivalent to 2 girls, 1 cup, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah.
It's psychotic stuff. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Well, you know who
For
I
a
was
brief
with?
second, 2 girls, 1 cup is pretty sexy for a brief second. Like the first
What second?
2 seconds.
What
Yeah,
second?
yeah. Like the first second, you're like, wow,
Send me that
wow, like
sexy
that.
second of that entire video.
You know what the worst part is?
The two girls part. That's it. That's the
So-
only part.
Until the cup is introduced,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty chill.
So
It's so gross.
Hey, what's that cup for?
Yeah,
so fucking
What's
gross.
going on with the cup?
I'll never. I was with our good buddy.
Have you ever seen it?
Yes, I've seen. I was eating
How
ramen
far,
noodles.
how far did you get?
I was eating
Wait,
ramen.
you
It was the
what?
last time I had
So-
ramen noodles.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
No, that's not the last.
was,
Hold up, it's not the last time because he's had Oriental noodles before.
That was the name of the
man.
flavor. I swear to God. And I'll talk about that in a second. No, but I was with our good buddy from the
God.
Nation of Islam, our good friend Fakrul. All right.
Jesus Christ,
He's-
this
he's
guy
fine.
with the details.
Not a good friend if you're watching this with him.
Yeah, no.
Bad individual.
Yeah, I love that. I love that guy more than
I
he
do
knows.
too, but
yeah.
Not
So-
after this story.
So we're sitting there, and I actually wasn't eating ramen. I was eating one
Can
of
I
those.
ask you something?
Yeah.
How much of any of that has to do with the story?
Because he knows who watched it with me. That's why I'm giving that detail. Because he knows who I'm watching it with.
And now I hate this guy too.
So all you,
Go on.
I hated him after.
wait. So all you needed to say, the guy's name. That's all you needed to say. You
Yeah.
didn't say. You didn't need to say what religion he was. You didn't need to say.
Well, that's what they used to call him on the football team, the Nation of Islam.
Yeah, you also grew up in Virginia. There was a movie that was on a. the Remember the Titans.
Oh Jesus!
You want me to
Man,
talk
I
about
am
it? I just
extremely
watched it last night.
I
I
am
know
so
exactly
racist
what happened.
today.
Well, that's not just today.
Yeah, every day, folks.
I'm trying to read Londa's last comment, but yeah, keep going.
But no, so we're sitting in my basement. I got one of those shin bowls from 7-Eleven, the spicier ones. So I had warmed it, I put it in did my whole thing. I'm eating it. And I kept hearing, and there was a couple people with us. He was like, yo, check this out. I'm eating it. And I'm like, yeah, like Jared said, for the first initial, second and a half, I'm like, oh, yeah, some fine bitches, some ass, And then the cup came in, and then it just kind of ruined, just everything that I believe in, within, 15 seconds. I finished eating my noodles reluctantly, and I've been scarred for life since. So
you should be because you should not have watched that much. That was your fault. And you're eating at the same. You finished those? Did you finish the bowl of noodles?
Yeah, I was hungry. I mean, it was very
That's
disturbing,
Wild. That's wild.
but
You're disgusting.
what? I had to eat. I'm hungry.
Right? No, fuck that. I would have lost my appetite. Anyway, I did lose my appetite because they were making po' boys. I remember. Yeah, have you haven't seen this? You haven't heard of this? Here, let me show you. Like what the fuck? Anyway,
Everybody
So-
that introduces you to it is so casual too. Like, oh, you
No,
haven't
because
seen
they-
Two
they
Girls,
want-
One Cup? Oh,
you know
yeah,
why?
come on
They
in.
want you to have the same reaction they had.
They want to destroy your life like
Yeah.
theirs has been destroyed.
Yeah.
I can never unsee it. It is burned into my mind.
Of course not.
I think I saw maybe 15 seconds of it.
Yeah. Well,
And
I saw
was
enough
done.
to where I was like, I can't believe this is a thing. We're slightly out of high school. We're growing, coming of age kind of thing. And I'm like, is this what the real world is like? Is this what people do?
That is what the real world's like. And
Yeah,
fuck
and-
you, just
yeah.
like that video.
I want to. We asked what the Netherlands was like during COVID.
Yes.
Basically, restaurants were closed down. Nationwide lockdown, which the restaurants were open only for takeout, online school. Same here. Later, the Netherlands had curfew, and because of that, there were riots. Yeah, well, same here. Our riots were a little different, but it was basically because of the lockdown. A lot of it was people. It was pent up.
Well, the riots
It was a
The
combination of a lot of
the
things. The
riots-
ones here I'm talking about.
predated the lockdowns.
No, they didn't. It was all around the same time.
Yeah, I guess they coincided. It was like the summer because the initial lockdown came in May of 2020. Or
Yeah, I would say it was
April.
No, it was March.
Yeah, I
Was
would
it?
say I
Yeah.
would say it's March. Yeah, because when I was running Papa John's, it I know initially everything kind of started happening, and people were the whole panic, but it started becoming a thing, and then several weeks later,
The May thing is when the second thing that really set everything off.
and I remember
What-
this
what
was
The George Floyd thing.
Oh, well, yeah, yeah. I guess that's when the
That's when.
mostly peaceful protests.
But at that point,
transpired.
Americans were already locked up for 2 months. At that point,
Mhm.
and then this thing happens, and everybody's seeing it because it's on fucking video, and everybody's in their house. So of course there's gonna be fucking outrage. We're already pissed because we're fucking stuck in the fucking house.
Yeah, everybody thinks they're gonna die if they go
Well, what's-
outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Weird.
this shit pops off where everybody can see it. And then like people start thinking like, whoa, wait a minute. This is America, Jack. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah,
was
it
just
sucks.
like, boom, boom, boom.
That's the thing. They pulled the wool over some people's eyes for a little bit, and then Americans that are actually Americans were like, "Wait a minute, this is not chill. What's going on? The
Yeah.
government's telling us to do everything. That's not what America's about."
Yeah.
And that's when everything started changing. And thankfully, I mean, we we can complain about so much.
And
There's
I've said that
so
before.
much.
I've said that before. There's a lot to complain
There's
about here.
so much to complain about in America.
But
America
there's-
is far from perfect, but
Yeah.
when you compare America to what happened in Australia or New Zealand or China or take your pick,
Oh,
any
yeah.
of these countries that really locked down,
Yeah.
America lockdowns were a joke.
Yeah.
And that's because everyone's fucking armed here, and
And-
these governments know
and-
we can only do so much to these
No,
fuckers before they come after us.
The main thing with us is the states have their own laws.
Exactly. And that's why that's the main thing that people don't really understand about what Trump was doing.
Taking the power out of the federal government, which originally
and Trump and to be fair, I mean, I can complain and bitch about Trump until the cows come home.
we all can.
But what he did during those moments during that pandemic are crucial, because any other leader, I use that term very loosely, any other leader that would have been in there during that moment, had it been Hillary Clinton,
Oh
we
no,
would've been fucked.
it'd have been fucking martial law.
It would have
in
been
a quick second.
for sure. And we probably would have even, if Hillary won in 2015, we would have been in nuclear war with Russia already prior to that. The only reason why we weren't is because of the Trump administration. And
I'm weary about the.
Hillary Clinton
we'll
literally said, if they attack us with a if they digitally attack us, if they cyber attack
we're
us,
just gonna
we
fucking
will
take 'em
launch
out.
nukes at them. That's exactly what Hillary said 3 months before
Now,
her campaign started in 2015.
that does make sense though, because that's a strategic
Well,
thing.
the end goal has always been
aside
Russia.
from the destruction of whatever that bomb hits, the EMP is going to take out so they can't attack us anymore. So kind of from a military strategic way, it makes sense, but it's still.
Well, I mean, the second
but if
we
they
were to
shoot one,
launch a
they're going to
nuke,
shoot theirs. Yeah,
they
I
would
get it.
launch
yeah.
their whole arsenal.
Yeah.
That's why people that these psychopaths that keep talking about nuclear war, they keep saying like, what is it? Tactical nuke. It's a tactical nuke. There's no such thing as a tactical
Yeah.
nuke. There's a
Fucking
nuke.
I mean,
It's a chemical fucking reaction.
There's a
Yeah.
nuke that hits where you want it to. That's tactical.
Yeah.
There's no like everyone's like we can have limited tactical nuke war. No, you can't. You send
Well-
one tactical nuke at Russia, they send they've got subs lined up along America right now with nukes on them right now.
Now-
you launch a nuke at Russia,
I know
those
what
are
you're
coming
saying.
right
I know what
here.
you're saying. But yes, there is a such thing as a tactical nuke, because they can.
Well-
They're able hold on, give me a second. They're able to make whatever the reaction, because they know the size of the reaction, because they've tested so many shits. Like there's a bunch of experiments and video of when they were doing experiments that you can look at, and they were testing fucking outrageous amounts of sizes. Now they can make that same shit a lot smaller and hit a smaller area. Yeah, it's still gonna fucking fuck up that area. But I think the main goal for it is the EMP, which they probably should figure out how to just create EMPs, electromagnetic pulses, like just without the nuclear effect. But I don't think
They do.
either way, it's fucked.
They so
because you're sending whoever into the fucking Stone Age, and that's some
well, I
wild
mean
shit.
that's their plan. The whole globalist agenda is to move humanity back into the Stone Age, the pre-industrial age. That's what the great reset
That's true.
implies.
Londa, that's true.
They want to, because we've gotten to a point their problem was never with humanity growing so big that it would like take over all the resources. That's their like excuse that they use to depopulate everybody. But their main worry was that the entire the humanity would grow so big that they wouldn't be able to control the population.
I do too.
That's why they need to move their population goals to the so the globalists they're psychotic. They think they use this number of 500 million people and they think that is the they think that's the number they can push on everybody that'll be the optimal size limit of Earth for humanity, that we can work together and not destroy the Earth. That's what they put on the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones were these stones they erected. Ted Turner put money into this to erect these Georgia Guidestones that said they had like 10. It was basically replacing the 10 Commandments from the Bible. They had these rules that they would abide by, and they would keep humanity at 500 million or lower. That was the max.
500 million?
500 million. Dude.
Not even billion? 500
500 million.
Holy shit,
dude.
Bro, you know, imagine how quiet it would be.
And did you guys
You don't even have to listen to my voice.
I would love 500
Did you
million
guys
people
know-
on the planet. That would be the best thing on the planet.
did you guys know that
nobody would hear it?
Did you guys know that the Georgia Guidestones were blown up last year?
No.
No. Wait, you talking about, wait, is that that's not the pipeline that was blown up? Do you know about that?
The
Wait,
pipeline?
Georgia Guidestone. I'm sorry, I missed the whole fucking thing. I was doing producer shit.
So Georgia Guidestones, it's just this. It was this area of land that was owned by Ted Turner that had these stones, these huge monolithic stones erected on it.
That's
And
not the thing that Graham. What's a Graham? The guy who did the thing on Netflix. Remember, I told you.
probably Graham. Yeah, I forget his name. The
Okay.
like Ancient Aliens dude.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing he was talking about in that show, right?
I don't know, but probably
I don't think it's destroyed though.
it is. They blew it up, and it was destroyed. Somebody blew it up in 2022.
Holy shit!
And then they tried to. It's so crazy. But so it was blown. Somebody blew it up in 2022, and it brought a lot more attention to it than they ever wanted. That's the thing. All these people, they build their little statues and their monuments and everything. They're like, we don't want any attention being brought to this. But eventually, people are like, well, what's this fucking monument for that you built here for billions of dollars? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? But that's what happened with it was just out in the middle of Georgia, these Georgia Guidestones, out in the just middle of nowhere. And Marjorie Taylor Greene has talked about the destruction of it. Alex Jones covered it for a couple of days. Like, it was crazy. I mean, even before it was destroyed, it was a hot topic for conspiracy theorists and everybody that knew what these global elites were doing. And this spelled it out right there. And how they were going to their plan was to globally depopulate. Their out in the open plan is to globally depopulate everybody to 500 million people. But everybody internally knows that's a joke because all these people can think about is killing people. So all they have all these like underground bunkers where they think that they'll be safe from these nuclear attacks that they hope will eliminate everybody that's talking about their structure that they have built up right now. So it's just like it's crazy because all these psychopath murderers think that they can survive together underground for years while the radiation clears out.
Nah,
Because
not happening.
their last ditch effort to save their one world government after all the
Jesus,
pandemic
epic.
stuff and everything that they can put into play is to have nuclear war, kill as many people as possible, go underground, survive as long as possible, reemerge as the saviors that bring everything back together. And that's literally, they know that's
First
the
of all,
only way it'll happen.
Here's my thing about that. The people who
That's
are going to
fucking crazy.
survive,
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that there's people that's their mindset.
but they're
thinking that.
they're delusional because
100%.
the people who are going to make it are the ones who are on the surface still adapting, because people don't understand the human physiology can adapt very quickly to any kind of we're like cockroaches.
Poison, radiation.
Yeah.
We're You're very right.
We may not look the same as we do right now, but shit, we'll be able to adapt.
Yep.
Like if you run, look, perfect example. If I didn't run my entire life and I was obese or whatever, but then I started running every day, within 21 to 30 days, my body will realize, hey, this is who we are right now.
Yeah.
And this is who we are going to be. So I need to adjust to who I am. Just like if an easier example, I used to live in California. From here, I was originally from here, and I moved to California. I was in California for several years. My body got used to hot as fuck in the winter. Like we didn't have winters. We had rain. The winter was rainy season,
Yeah.
and then hot as fuck in the summer. Southern California is hot. I come back here, 40 degrees is fucking freezing to me.
Yeah.
And now I can go out with a hoodie in 40-degree weather, and I'm chilling.
Yeah. That's a great example.
Yeah, like your body adapts, and I can imagine Londa's in the Netherlands. I know it's cold up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They probably come back down here. People from the Netherlands or Norway or wherever, they probably come here and they were like, God damn, it's hot as shit.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the same thing like when you were talking about when you went to Canada, how it's like negative 20 during the day and negative 40 at night. Our good friend Epic, who's not from Canada but from Wisconsin, where it gets unbelievably cold.
Canada Junior.
He's active in the chat too. I can't read everything.
Yeah, where it's unbelievably cold. When he comes to visit us, and I would love you to meet this guy. I think you and him would get along great.
Let's well, we can plan next time he's down for you guys to be on at the same time.
Yeah. He's a wonderful guy, man. But he'll come here. He typically when he visited us recently, it was around Thanksgiving time. It gets a little colder in the area, and like Jared said, 40 degrees. It's a little chilly. We're kind of like. Brr. He comes here and he's like, man, it's nice as shit here. It's like it's warm, and I'm like, no, dude, it's cold as shit. He's like, nah, you don't know cold, and then he'll tell us how cold it is back home, and it's like, you live there?
That's why RJ chickened out.
You're all right with that? You're okay with that on a daily basis?
No,
what the fuck?
In February, we were supposed to go to.
I couldn't get the time off of work. No. I didn't chicken out.
He chickened out.
I did not chicken out.
In February, we were supposed to go to Wisconsin to do some ice fishing. because that's the best time to do it.
Sturgeon
because
spearing.
everything's frozen.
Yeah, well, sturgeon spearing.
But that's when the time for the fish. The sturgeon season is the best during February.
And they have like
ice
this
fishing.
big event out
So
there.
they say.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll leave that up to the.
Either way, we're going. We're fucking going. I don't know. I might just leave your ass here. And I might just go.
I'll go. I'll wear an RJ mask. I'll go up there with you.
Dude, just take a cardboard cutout of me. I'm getting one. I'm gonna get a cardboard
No,
cutout.
if I go ice fishing, I'm just gonna jump in the hole and.
So
end it.
let me ask you, since I've actually recently the last, I would say month or so, I've been taking cold showers, as opposed to like a warm one.
My wife will tell you that's very good to do.
Yeah. So so when you're talking about like kind of like just plunging into the water,
She's into Wim Hof, isn't she?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, Wim Hof is a where's he from?
I actually know this guy's
Might be
name.
from the Netherlands. I'm
Wim
not
Hof?
sure. I want to get to Londa's question in a second, but
Here, let me take a look real quick. Sorry,
but don't switch up. But anyway, Wim Hof is like he's just this breath guy. He's from one of those Norwegian.
It is all about breath. That's all you had
Yeah.
to tell me. It's all about.
But
breath
he's
and
like
regulating that shit.
he's like the guy for cold plunge and breathing and trying to control that shit. So, and I was telling him like it's all about everything.
It's all about breath.
Everything in life.
You're right.
Is
You're right.
about breathing, and
You're
people
right.
don't understand. Like, bro, breathing.
You're right.
Well, like anxiety.
Yeah, I was about to say. That was the first thing I was about to say. Anxiety attacks. The first thing you can do to quell your anxiety attack. Deep breaths.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slow and
Well,
steady
1, 2, 3.
deep breaths.
1, 2, 3.
As somebody who
Like
That-
breathing
yeah.
is so crazy, and it's like, and it works in like circumstances you never even thought it would work.
Yeah.
Like if you're like whatever, I don't even know. Whatever you're having issues with, breathe.
I had my therapist one time. Like, whenever you're feeling like that type of thing, because everybody deals with anxiety. Like this, it's just a human nature. Like I feel like it's been like super in the news lately.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because everybody is now figuring out that we all deal with it. But the main thing is I think it was the rule of 3 or whatever the actual rule was, and I've said it before, is you feeling some type of way, you fucking pick 3 things in the room and you focus on those 3 things. It's like, okay, that's a thumbnail, that's a light, that's a computer. That way you're in the moment, as opposed to, because anxiety comes from you thinking about what could happen.
Yeah, it's
Or, and
Well-
I'll never let you live that fucking race car day down. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not my fault. Yeah, I mean, it was my fault, but I couldn't help it. So what I was
You
going
got
to say
pee again?
is, hey, yeah,
All right. Well,
hell.
when you come back, we're probably gonna shut it down.
That's all right,
We're
that's
at
all right.
240 right now.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
I love it. So
Hold on. I want to before you. I want to get back to. So yeah.
oh shit, it's fucking 9:30,
Yes.
bro. Oh
Epic
shit.
said summer bring back ice fishing. Oh, summer sucks. Yeah, because your body is used to that cold weather. Londa, I was burning up when I went to Florida. Yeah, Florida's hot as fuck. And then the question he asked, what did you think about the trailer? Oh, the trailer. Okay, so the trailer we watched after the show last week,
Yeah, yes.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It looked pretty funny. I won't lie. It looked pretty cool.
But you got to remember, we're dumb Americans, and
Who
we
eats $20
find
worth of
we
McDonald's.
like we have. Look, what was it? The Three Stooges.
yeah, no bullshit.
We
dude.
had the Three Stooges, and that's slapstick comedy, and that shit was the funniest fucking. And growing up as a kid watching that, even though it was black and white, the Three Stooges was funny as fuck. It was slapstick comedy.
Yeah.
We like Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Oh,
Jim
dude,
Carrey-
I am a huge fan of
Even
this,
though
dude.
he's a stand-up comedian, he's also slapstick comedy.
Yeah.
Like some of his best characters were physical slapstick like Fire Marshal Bill,
Yeah.
Ace Ventura. Those are some of the best characters ever. So that shit to us was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It looks like something we could sit down and actually
Yeah,
enjoy.
I want to watch the movie. I'm gonna have to read it with subtitles, but
So, and before Tron comes down, no big deal. But while I was reading some of the chat, I actually got a notification on my phone from Facebook, right? So I just clicked it just to see if somebody tagged me in something, whatever. It said, "Today you have a memory." And
no, I
clicked,
posted it. I already posted it.
Oh, well, I want to say happy 6th birthday
Oh, it is.
to the Mad
I
Scientist.
didn't even
Lab.
realize that.
Yeah, today is the 6th anniversary of the Mad Scientist Lab.
I mean, we had some time in between.
Yeah, but regardless,
Yeah.
6 years ago on this day, we did our
started.
very first
That's
episode.
fire.
That's awesome. And we are luckily enough to have our good buddy come over. Whether you agree with what he says or not, he knows his stuff and he's confident in what he says, and we love him to death for it. So, hey, man. Cheers. Happy anniversary. to
Oh,
the
yeah.
Mad
You know
Scientist. That's a cheers occasion.
Yeah.
So, thank you for sticking with us for this long, and even when we weren't around for a
First of all, a lot of the people who are here now weren't there at the beginning.
dude, when we were sitting in your basement the first time, and we got your little fridge next to me, and it's like, oh, what do we do? What do we talk about?
If y'all want to see the picture, I just posted it on the Facebook page. If you do Facebook, it's what is the Facebook page? I don't even remember right now.
The Mad Scientist Lab. I guess the name of the podcast. So
No, I'm
what?
trying to find the actual link to the page.
It's Facebook.com/Acetron.
Yeah,
1.
Yeah. So while you were
First of all,
upstairs,
where's your podcast? But anyway,
Oh, my
Yeah,
podcast.
It's the
oh,
Mad.
man.
Hold on. So if you want to see the picture, just go to Mad Scientist Lab podcast on Facebook. Yeah, we got 179, a picture of 179 today, and the very first picture from the very first episode.
yeah.
The
podcast
We
is
do
6
have
years
Instagram. Instagram is Mad Scientist. Hold on, I can give you exactly what the Instagram is right now. Mad Scientist Lab. That's the Instagram,
So what I was telling Jared,
and I
when
don't
you-
keep it up. But
when you
we'll
went
try it.
upstairs, while I was reading some of the chat, I got a notification on my Facebook, so I just wanted to see if somebody liked something I posted because I think I'm funny. It's kind of. And regardless, it said you have a memory today. So I clicked on it, Me and Jared did our very first podcast 6 years ago today of the
Are you kidding me?
of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
Are you kidding me?
No, not at all. Not at all. Just
So,
posted it.
welcome.
Welcome.
So I was here for the 6-year anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are probably the most fitting person to have here. If
Actually,
I had, you are the most
because,
fitting.
and you know why he says that? Because when I originally did this, I wanted it to be first. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. I just knew I was a fan of Pac. I had done a podcast. I did an MMA podcast, like 4 or 5 episodes with somebody else, and it was just hard to keep up with somebody. And those episodes were great because y'all know me. I love MMA, and especially at the time, I was
I can only imagine
super into
an MMA podcast just for.
it wasn't him, but
Oh no, for this gentleman, yes.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, no. Yeah, definitely.
Imagine
for Jared, yes.
Yeah, me with somebody else who knew what the fuck they were talking about.
I
That's
never know
what
what
it
I'm
was.
talking about. I never.
No,
do.
no,
I know. I got you.
So that ended because that person ended up moving, and like, it was just too hard to consistently do it every week. And then I was like, man, I like podcasting. I want to fucking do another podcast. And then one night we were just at the bar, and
That's where it always starts.
True.
I had talked to him a bunch of times before, and he was like, yeah, people have always told me I had a voice for radio and this, that, and the other thing. He was trying to get into radio.
It's not good when people tell you that you got a voice for radio.
Dude, so this is what I do.
Or
at
no,
work.
I guess it's not good when they say you have a face for radio.
Yeah.
Smooth jazz.
Actually, now that we're here, I want to kind of tell the story of how this whole thing started. Londa, give me a second. So I was doing that podcast, and then that ended, and I was like, man, I want to do another podcast, but this time I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I was huge into Joe Rogan at the time, and I kind of liked to, and I don't want to say this is a copy of that, but I wanted it to be talking about things that I like talking about. I love movies. I love games. I love talking comedy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was like. One day I was like, he was looking for something to do, and I was looking for somebody to do something with. So I was like, yo, why don't you just come fucking do this shit with me?
And at the time, I had only lived maybe about 10, 15 minutes away from him when we lived down in Woodbridge. And he came up to me, he approached me, he said, hey, I have this idea. He said, me and you kind of like a lot of the same shit. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, how would you feel about doing this? He was like, we can get some beer and just talk. And I was like, you know.
Sold.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
100% what it was.
yeah, that's literally all he said to me. I was like, hey, man, if there's beer there and we're just going to talk like how I was like, fuck it, why not?
And there's a
And
mic
I
or
do-
something? Or,
But
yeah, I can do
I
that.
remember initially being a little. I wasn't worried about it. Like
Apprehensive.
I've never been worried about us being on the internet or anything like that. But at the same time, I was thinking like, are people gonna like this? Like what we talk about?
It's different. I mean, and yeah, I guess that's what it comes down to.
So I would say maybe a week or two later, I was at the bar. Our regular bartender, shout out to him. He said, "Hey,
Paul.
man," he said, "You guys did a great job with that podcast." I said, and me not really thinking about it, I was like, "You watched it?" And he was like, "Yeah, I watched the whole thing." I was like, "You're fucking kidding me." He was like, "Yeah, it was great." And I was like, there's no way. And I was actually kind of shocked because while we had fun doing it, I'm self-conscious when it comes to certain things. I'm thinking like, hey, ain't nobody gonna listen to us talk about fucking Star Wars and, Wolverine and all this other shit. People, but that's what we do.
Psych.
And people liked it. And when we stopped doing it at the time because of work-related stuff, he got promoted, I got promoted. We stopped doing it for about 2 years.
That wasn't why I stopped.
Well, that's one of the reasons I did. But what I was going to say is, I remember a year and a half after the fact that we did our first a couple people said, "Hey, man, why don't you guys do that anymore?"
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Well, this, and that," and they were like, "Well, as Jared would like to say, well, you're making excuses."
Well, no. Look, yeah, I was making excuses. And I say that a part of that, it ended up being like 2-year break, right?
Yeah, it was about 2 years, dude. Yeah.
Part of that was my fault. My bandwidth with what I was dealing with as far as my relationship at the time, I couldn't handle more.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My plate was full with that.
Yeah, it's understandable, bro.
It's a lot to put together a podcast.
I
People,
mean, dude,
people
this-
don't realize how much work actually goes into putting out a
They
podcast.
don't.
And-
They
and-
don't.
They
And-
think it's just like record it and hit send and that's it.
And you know this because because I've been waiting this whole podcast to fucking ask you where yours, because remember you were asking me,
Dude,
when
well,
you were
I
yours.
I've had to fall. Well, my Rode soundboard went rogue for a while, and it took me a few months to actually send
this
it in.
thing went rogue. It was fucked up.
Yeah, I had to send it back in, and they sent me a new one, and I just got it a month or so ago.
You got the new one or the same one?
It's the same one. It's a newer.
Oh yeah, because they have
Version
a
of the same
Road
one.
2 now.
Yeah.
or whatever.
So they sent me a newer.
When this
one.
came out, this was the fucking
Dude,
game changer, bro.
I mean, it was, and
He was very excited. To get
I was
this.
using it for the
cannot tell you,
podcast.
yeah.
I used it for work a lot for what I did for work, because I was always on phone calls and shit, and like and Zoom calls. So I used it for that a lot, because I could listen to my Alex Jones show in the background, and I could mute it, and people wouldn't hear me listening to it while I'm
Yeah.
on calls with them.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is great. I'm loving it. And then it just crapped out one day. So it took me like 3 months to send it back in, and they sent me another one like a month or so ago. And so I need to get it started back up, but I'm starting a new job soon, and
see again.
so So
this
I mean,
is the part that people don't understand.
exactly. There's so much
To
people
get-
think that like, oh, you're just a podcaster, like that's your full-time job. Like, no, I've got a full-time
Nah.
job actually.
And look, we do this shit every fucking week. We don't make any money.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I don't want to say that. We have had donations. Shout out to everybody who has donated throughout the years.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
A lot of this though,
yeah, no money.
that money that comes in usually ends up being for like merchandise. Like so, and that merchandise ends up getting just handed out. Like the hats.
Gone.
Matter of fact, I haven't
I'll get a
given
hat.
you one.
I'll take a hat.
Oh,
You got one?
Not on me. Wait,
Wait,
what
is
size
it-
you wear? What size you wear?
Were they fitted?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
these are fucking new eras, bro.
yeah.
You know me. What? How dare you?
I don't like
How dare you offend me like that?
Yeah.
7 1/4.
7 1/4.
Same hat as mine.
Well, I have a giant hat,
have
so
one
there's
I
no
have-
size for me.
I have one at home. Fuck. Both of you remind me that. Yeah, I got one for you.
Okay.
Because
I'll
you've been
remind
here.
you.
You've been here since the beginning.
I've been here once or twice.
No, but regardless, you're a part of it, and having you on the show is always awesome, man. Because this is what we do it for. It's all in good fun, you know. It's
That's what it's all about.
It's
and
you
I
and your
will
boys.
be getting the podcast started back up once I figure things out within my new job.
Well, once you get that figured out,
Got the
me and-
soundboard.
me and Jared would be
Bro,
happy to come over and.
we got a first time chatter in the room.
Hey!
apparently this person knows you, but
Me?
Yeah, they said RJ cash at me a Budweiser and a large stuffed crust.
I mean, that,
I don't know who this is. This is BVT. Bruh, pick a better username. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, a Budweiser and a large stuffed crust is kind of up my alley,
I'm
but
so
I know
sorry.
probably 100 people that could.
anal. What do you do? That's a weird
Oh yeah, we still owe Al Peppers a hat too. Yeah, but your shipping to your fucking country is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, it's like $40.
You live in
Like,
Indonesia,
You know what?
buddy.
You know what? We need to figure out. Goddamn, we're actually starting to start popping.
Yay!
We got to figure out.
Happy birthday, motherfuckers!
We got to start learning logistics here. All right, Al.
Oh, we got to do some work now.
Hold on. Al, we'll figure it out. Did you ever send me your size? I forgot if you sent me your size.
Extra small.
No.
You talking about my penis or what?
No, shut the fuck up.
You want to play rock,
sorry.
paper, scissors for that?
Rock, paper, penis?
Rock, paper, penis. All right.
I know. Al, I owe you a hat. It's Batman with upside down. Oh, it's Batman upside down. I still don't know who the fuck you are.
Batman.
But shout out to you. You're
What do you
dope.
work for the Joker, dude?
Batman.
Batman upside down? What's going on?
Yeah.
Shout out to Batman.
You the Riddler or some
Batman?
shit?
And remember, if you want to
Fucking
condition
Poison
your
Ivy?
hair, make sure you use conditioner Gordon. All right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, come
It's a
on.
thing. It's a thing. Really.
Come
Hey.
on.
All right.
Damn it.
If you don't know us, if you don't know us, Batman, we are on this show. We are huge Batman fans. So, like, shout out to you.
Yeah, big Bat fans. Greatest superhero ever. Don't at me.
Greatest villain ever, still Darth Vader. A close runner-up is the Joker.
My top 3 villains: Joker, Darth Vader, and I know this is going to sound super from left field, but Michael Corleone from The Godfather.
Ooh.
That's not a villain.
He became a bad guy.
All right,
It's not a villain.
so
That's not a villain.
so your favorite superhero is Batman?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, 100%. And then Wolverine would be my second.
Jared? Who's
Wait,
your favorite?
My favorite what? Superhero? Batman.
Batman?
Yeah.
Wow. Consensus on
yeah.
the show?
Yeah, no, we said that's why we said it.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, if you don't, have you ever met anybody that doesn't like Batman?
Yeah. Some people like Superman or Spider-Man. Spider-Man's fucking.
I like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's cool. He's weak.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
He's mentally weak.
He's a boy.
mentally weak.
He's a boy.
Batman is a fucking man, bro.
You think?
With
Okay.
huge
Well,
bat
I already
balls.
know what you guys would say
What?
because Spider-Man's a kid.
Yeah.
He got bodied by the octopus.
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah,
Ock.
yeah, Doc Ock.
Yeah,
Well,
but he also knew
wasn't
he,
the
he
smartest
knew, he
doctor.
Knew, he was a what the fuck? He built the fucking arm that he had got attached to.
And he thought he could just like test it out in the middle of the city.
I mean, that's
right
what-
on the bay.
Isn't that what all villains do? They're like, hey,
they're just criminals. They don't know they're criminals.
it's
Not
like
the smartest. Not the smartest
I
villain.
mean, look at the Kingpin, just a fat guy that ha 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 ha.
Yeah, he sat up in his
but
lair.
no, but Kingpin is funny though.
and,
I mean,
and,
Kingpin-
a
he's
blind
smart.
dude
He's
found
smart.
him. A blind dude found him.
Okay, so
Is that how
terrible
the
criminal.
Wait, is that how the comic books did? Because Kingpin has been throughout the entire.
I've never read any. I just saw the movie. I saw the blind guy found him.
No, I just remember growing up. I remember seeing versions of Kingpin and different things, like probably cartoons or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Kingpin's, he's like the what universe is that?
that's
DC.
Marvel.
That's DC.
It's DC.
No, it's Marvel.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, it's Marvel.
No.
It's I'm almost positive it's Marvel.
No, isn't there a Kingpin and Marvel?
I don't know anything
No,
about
the Kingpin-
superheroes, but the Daredevil is not Marvel. That's DC.
That's DC, yes. So there is a Kingpin in that, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm not a huge
The
Daredevil guy.
Kingpin is from Daredevil.
Batman has to know us. They said free Lucky, so they have to know us. Wait, Aquaman? Come on, bro.
No.
Don't get me started on Aquaman. Don't get me started on
He lives
Aquaman.
underwater with fish. No.
Oh
Nobody
my God, the
nobody-
fish, the
Dude, the only
fish.
time people like Aquaman is in the Justice League, and even then, he's like at the end. you know?
Aquaman's like the gayest of all figures.
I wouldn't call him that, but
I'm not
he-
saying
he's
that gay is
softest.
bad.
He's the
He's
softest.
the gayest.
He's the softest.
That's what I meant.
He's a bitch.
Dude, he's.
That's what I
They
meant.
made a whole movie off. of
Sorry,
him,
that
and-
was me. That's what I meant.
And you know what they had to do to sell this movie is get Jason Momoa and his handsome ass to play Aquaman.
okay, but that's
He's
why
so
they did it.
handsome. I wish
Exactly.
I was that
They
beautiful.
only did it because he's
Great
hot.
pecs.
Yeah.
They only did it because he's hot.
Pecs are nice. Shoulders are nice.
I mean, he's a very attractive
even
guy.
straight guys would fuck him like RJ.
Yeah, exactly. So with that being
I
said,
don't know if I'd
folks-
fuck him, but I'd.
All right, folks.
No, we're not done. Like the people. Oh damn, we're almost at 3 hours.
Jeez, Louise.
This has been a fucking super fun
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, there we
bro.
go. That's what we need.
All right,
we
what
need
do,
it for
what
the
do I
blood.
need to talk about to get these guys off the line? You guys want to hear some weird stuff?
Oh shit, here we go.
You guys want to hear what I think about
Uh,
JFK Jr.'s or JFK's
Oh,
assassination?
you mean whatever we all know now?
What-
That it was done
you-
by the government
CIA?
/ mob
CIA.
/ mob.
What do you think happened to his kid in the plane that disappeared over the? Obviously, it went down.
Oh, you don't know what I want to think. Well, maybe you do. I think he's
I
still
do.
alive, and I think
Because he can't breathe. No, they said would Aquaman survive in Gotham? It said nope, and I was like, because he can't breathe.
yeah, he's
we're
fucking-
over that.
He's like a giant. He's a human fish. You know.
But
Ew.
JFK, his assassination, and what has So before this presidential election, the campaign started for 2024.
Real quick before you get to there, sorry. Have you seen Godfather of Harlem?
I haven't seen any Godfather.
Okay,
Movies.
so there's a show on it's MGM Plus called Godfather of Harlem. It's based on true shit. Some of it's dramatized. I don't know exactly what is real and what is not, but it gets into that. And the mob / CIA is definitely a part of it.
100%.
Yeah, I would
The
like
CIA runs it all. I don't care what people say or what people think they know, the CIA/FBI, which is the same body.
Kind of, yes.
No, well,
I'll
they,
give you-
they,
I-
they say one is domestic, one's foreign, but
I'll give you
it's
an-
the same.
I'll give you another example of a great movie. Maybe nowadays, yeah, you're right. But originally, no.
Well, yeah, I mean, originally,
The Good
well,
Shepherd. The Good Shepherd is a great movie to watch.
The Good Shepherd.
The Good Shepherd.
Is it
was-
about
it.
Jesus?
No,
Well, then I don't care.
it's
Terrible shepherd, then.
It's about it's Matt Damon.
It's a very good movie.
Alec Baldwin is in it. He plays. Does he play Hoover? I think he plays Hoover.
Yeah, I believe so.
Herbert Hoover.
Yes,
Ooh,
it's the
my
beginning,
second least favorite president,
bro. It's the beginning of the CIA and the FBI in America. These are based again on
Damn,
true
I probably
stories.
should watch that.
I'm telling you, I love espionage. I love CIA. I love fucking that spy type of shit. That shit
That's
will
fun.
fucking make your fucking
Well, the
mind think.
CIA, the intelligence agencies have always been in control.
Well,
Since you date back to the ancient Romans, they created the first intelligence apparatus.
yeah. This goes back.
Ever since then, that's what's been in control.
This goes back to the beginning of the CIA, the beginning of the FBI, and then like during like when they were fighting against the KGB, during,
World War
I
II.
think World War II. Bro, you haven't seen this movie?
I don't need to. I already know what happened.
Bro,
You know, World War II,
It's a
they
good
built
movie.
the CIA
It's a
out
good
of World
movie.
War II
It's a
to
good
build
movie.
the one world government. I
I
don't
know.
need to see the movie.
But see the movie.
I
It's
am
a
the
good
movie.
movie. It's
I
a
mean,
fucking great movie.
I will watch
Phenomenal
it.
movie.
I will watch the movie.
I highly recommend it. It's a great film.
I definitely
It's a great
will.
film.
Those are the type of movies I like because those are true. And those are the ones that people
Miss,
disregard the most.
Well,
it's
it's
crazy.
funny
I
that
hate
we're-
that
we're-
shit.
as much as I hate some of the shit you say, I love a lot of the shit you say.
And that's all. That's all.
I didn't
dude,
even think twice when he was like,
Dude,
"I miss you guys." Yeah,
every
yeah.
single
I was
person-
like, "Doors open. See you in 45." I
Every
didn't even
single person.
I did not hesitate. I did not
Nobody
hesitate.
ever says, "Holy, I hate everything you say." They're always like, "Wow, you say some shit that makes me think, and then you say some shit that makes me like scared." I'm like, "Yes."
Well,
That's
I'm
what
not
I
scared,
do.
because see, I don't get scared because I know. The only time I think me and you ever like really like butted heads is when it comes to space exploration.
Let's.
I thought it was going to be baseball, which
Which
is
no,
fine.
No, good.
No.
I
I
yield
think
to
we're on
him.
the same page when it comes to
Yeah,
baseball.
when it comes to baseball, I yield to him because he knows way more about baseball than I know.
We went to opening day. It was great. We got trashed and couldn't
But
see.
when it
was
comes
awesome.
to space shit, like that's what me and him.
tight.
When it
We had a
co-
great time.
Wait, what happened?
No, I said we went to opening day and got trashed and couldn't see after a while. Me,
No,
it was-
you couldn't see because you don't know how to drink.
I do know how to drink.
Damn.
I drank a dude. We had a great time. Put it that way.
I
Man.
love there's nothing honestly. My favorite thing is like going to a baseball game. It's just like so.
I swear to
chill.
God, I think you're the white version of me.
Oh my God! It's a.
That's racist.
It's
No,
not
it's
only.
not.
It is very fitting for this podcast.
It is accurate though.
This is
That's
Jared
racist.
in an alternate universe. All right.
I mean,
And
baseball.
I am in the middle.
I love just like being at a baseball game. Like it is very.
it's calming.
It's very calming. It's
Yeah.
very like therapeutic to me.
Yep, yep.
Like it's because like football, like don't get me wrong, I love being at a football. I love pre-gaming a football game and being at a football game.
It's
too
intense.
much.
But it's like-
a lot.
intense.
It's
Yeah.
like
intense.
each play is like I need like somebody to get killed or like it's not
Yeah, it's a lot.
appropriate.
It's a lot.
But like baseball, it's like it's just I don't know. Baseball is like I've always loved baseball because it's like it's a very casual like sport.
Mhm.
Like I don't care how
Even
many
if you're playing, you can chill.
yeah,
It's
and
a-
I
it's
don't,
a-
I don't
it's a
care
big-
what
we're
kind
all
of
here to
they're
have a
always
good
like,
time.
oh, we
Yeah.
have a pitch clock, we have a batting like they're
that
trying to
just
rush it up.
sucks.
They're
Yeah,
trying
that
to
just
rush it
sucks.
up, and I'm just like,
Yeah. So
whatever.
ask you about that.
There's all these rules. Like rules are gonna. That's like the least of my concerns. Like it's unfortunate that they have to like
Exactly.
put a
Yes.
time period on whatever. But like,
Londa, you're right.
I do get it.
Yeah.
I do get the need because like some pitchers, you don't need to be setting up for an hour for a minute and a half to pitch the ball.
Yeah, but you can't rush everybody.
No, and I get it. I don't, that's the thing. Like, it's a very weird. So I think the minute or whatever the time frame that they decided was fine, and I get I get everything. I get what they're trying to do. I just think that like it's a sport that doesn't rely on that stuff. It's never relied on that quickness, you know? It's never
It's a very methodical
They're
game.
playing to the television and the ads. They're still like I would figure if you're on for 3 hours. Yeah, granted, if it goes 14 innings and fucking like let's cut this shit the fuck short.
And the stuff they did the last season when they were like, okay, if we go to like the 10th inning, we start a guy on second. Like, yeah, it's weird. It's like that's like what we do in like our softball games. But like I get it. You don't want the game to last 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's you know, I get the concept behind it all.
But
which
3
is
hours,
fine.
You've already allocated the time on the network for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You
like,
don't have
the
to cut
baseball games.
Just cut it off. Go to your normal programming.
That's
You don't
it.
have to fucking like.
Exactly.
Yeah, some people are gonna
I mean,
get
back
mad,
in the
but-
day, they only carried, 20 games a season
And I'm
on,
not gonna
on
lie.
cable or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to the shit on the radio than fucking watch it
Oh,
on TV.
don't
anyway.
get me started. The radio is so much better,
Oh, dude,
especially
we're-
especially for like the.
we're big Charlie
especially
and Dave
for
fans.
baseball.
Yeah,
Like,
we're-
Yeah, baseball.
You can't even-
baseball.
Baseball
for
on the radio is so good.
Is the
Yeah.
best.
It's the
Yeah,
best.
Yeah,
you can't
it's-
beat it.
No, you can't.
Because you can imagine the whole fucking thing in your head. I don't gotta see no fucking players.
you can hear
I
the
could
crack
just
of the
hear it.
bat.
Yeah.
Don't
and all
I
that
need
And
that
shit.
shit.
they break it.
Hear it hitting that glove, hitting the mitt.
Oh, when you hear him hit the ball on the radio, and it's a solid hit.
Yeah.
You know it's a solid hit.
Yeah, you can tell just from the sound.
You
of the
don't
crack
have
of the
to.
bat
You
and
don't
all
have
that,
the
yeah.
guy. You don't need them to say like, "Wow, that's a solid
he-
shot to right center." You like,
so
oh wow,
he-
he hit
he
that
was-
hard somewhere.
He was lucky enough to go to a game one year with some people, and they, at Nats Park they do the giveaways. They gave away this little earpiece where you can
Oh, yeah.
listen to Charlie and Dave.
I bring-
Oh,
you
the
know,
radio
yeah,
call?
Yeah.
Nice.
And so
Bro.
when we go to the park, he'll put
This
it in.
motherfucker's trying to sit. He's sitting next to me, and I'm listening to my shit on the radio. He wants to talk to me, and I'm like, bro, I'm listening to the pitch. What are you
Yeah.
talking
I'm
about?
listening to the game. What are you
Yeah,
talking
what
about?
are you-
And I'm trying to be all friendly and shit. He was like, "Man, motherfucker, I ain't come here for you." Like, and I'm like, "Damn it!" I want to listen too. But
No, it's seriously like that. Like he's been there like at least for 4 or 5 games with me. I'm listening to the game. I have to switch because I want to like whoever I'm chilling with. I have to switch ears because I want to hear the game, but then
Right.
I want to hear what they're saying too. But at the same time, it's like, bro, this is way more interesting because they're telling me,
They tell you play by play.
they're
It's
telling
not
me,
just
they're
a
telling
shot
me,
to right center.
yeah, so and so just got back off of blah blah blah. Now this is his first at bat since this happened and this that. And, like I'm getting all the facts while I'm still like literally seeing the shit live, and these motherfuckers want to talk about hot dogs and shit.
Well, you remember what happened with Bartman?
No,
Remember Bartman?
Bartman. What happened with Bartman?
Remember Bartman?
Follow if you just came in.
The Cubs game, the playoff game,
Which one? I don't remember.
when he caught Moises Alou was trying to catch that pop fly in foul territory, and Bartman reached his hand out and took it from Moises Alou.
Oh,
And they
wait,
were
you talking about the fan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they were
yeah.
coming after him saying, Bartman cost us the game. Bartman, and Bartman was
But that happens,
villainized.
that happens all the time though in baseball.
Well, he had his headphones on. He wasn't listening. He was not paying attention to
he was listening to the game.
listening to the game, and everyone tried to like fault him for that. But like that's what these homies do. They go out there to every game. They're not going
Yeah.
to listen to the fucking.
Yeah,
They're not going to
I'm-
wait for the scoreboard announcer
Yeah.
to make the calls. They're going to listen to the guys on the
Yeah,
radio.
I'm here. I'm watching. I'm literally
We love
watching
baseball.
because the thing is, okay, so sound and light are fucking. We want to get back to science. This is Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
Clap
Sound-
those cheeks.
Let's do it. Sound and light. Light is way faster than sound.
Yeah.
I can see what's happening on the field way faster than the sound of the bat or the ball
It's to
hitting
you.
the bat.
Yeah.
If I'm listening to it, I can hear the crack of the bat or the ball hitting the mitt. If I hear the crack of the bat, I can also then hear, if I'm listening to the radio, fly to left center.
Yep.
But I'm also seeing it fly to
Yeah.
left center. Oh, it's coming
And that's
right
the
at
thing.
me.
It's only a 3-second delay
Yeah.
on the radio. That's what people don't get.
But not in the stadium. There is no delay. There is no delay in the stadium.
Yeah, 'cause-
I literally hear,
right when it happens.
bro, I hear the pitch hit the mitt as soon as it fucking hits the mitt. Like I can watch, even if we're outfield, I'll watch the fucking pitch, leave the fucking pitcher's hand, hit the mitt, or hit the back crack of the bat. I hear it all. right as it happens.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Isn't that beautiful?
No, it's
so
awesome.
great.
Isn't that so
It's
beautiful?
awesome because we typically, when we do go, we do typically sit in right field. That's kind of our spot.
Well, we picked that spot for strategical reasons.
Yeah,
I picked it.
yeah,
Right field
and
or
I don't
left
want to give
field?
Jared no right field, and I won't have Jared give his secrets away.
Right field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to give my
Under the
secret.
porch?
Yeah.
The first porch?
We'll talk about it
Yeah,
afterwards.
Right next to
We don't want
No, we
anybody
need to
stealing-
talk about it right now.
Why? We don't want to give everybody. Well, you know what? Because half of these motherfuckers don't even live here. So
The Nats are drawing 25,000 in a game. We need to talk about this right now.
Yeah.
okay, fine.
Well, they're
Not that I've gone to a game in the past couple
What is
years.
it? 140 ish. 140, 141. There's also the terrace right up the two
Right above.
right above. So if it's raining,
Is that your favorite spot to sit right out there?
we sit there because if it's raining, they're cheaper. Number one,
yeah, they are cheaper. Believe it or not, believe it or
that's
not.
chill. That's chill.
and
I
if
like
it's
that.
raining, we don't really have to. Although they make everybody come up because they don't want to make some certain people feel bad. Because
Yeah.
I have seen that they fucking pull everybody up. But usually, if it's raining, we're covered. Or if it's summer, fucking hot as fuck, August.
Those
Yeah,
are the rough
the
ones,
brutal
especially on
ones.
like Sunday at like
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
Yeah,
those are
the day
tough
games,
ones.
yeah, they're hard. We sat in
We're-
the sun one time, and
We're
it was
in the
awful.
shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those were
Well, that's why
outfield seats.
Yeah.
The outfield seats are the worst during the summer.
Oh,
the sun
yeah,
goes-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
We had actually really good weather for opening day. Like and when
This
I-
year, you went to opening day this
Yeah,
year?
yeah, so
Nice,
we-
That was
nice.
both of our first opening days.
Yeah, first opening
Oh,
day.
really?
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah,
Nice.
man. I
It's
took off of
always-
work.
You got to get to one of them.
I
at
told him.
least.
I told him a month in advance. I was like, "Look, man. I was like, I don't know if this warrants like me taking a day off. I was like, but I want to go watch the Nats opening day." They were
Should
like,
have just
okay.
said your mom was having surgery or something.
Nah,
like that.
no, I feel like that would like come back to haunt me or some shit
You
like
don't like
that.
him. You don't like it lying to your employer.
Nah, they have to deal with me. So
His
lying to
name,
them. Is,
hold on, real quick. Lana, we're about to sign off too. Shout out to you. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you very much. Very,
And you're a
very
dude, so thank you.
It's
What
4
up, dude?
a.m. there, so he's going to bed.
Really?
RJ and the guy in the cap. The guy in the cap in the red cap is named Tron, Ace Tron. If you know him,
Aaron Ebert, if you want to report me for anything else.
you
I
have a
guess.
good one. Fuck it. We're at 3:10. We might as well sign off. too.
Yeah. So
Thank you. I love you too.
Yeah, yeah. So
We
real
do
quick,
love y'all.
yeah,
Yeah, finish
but-
up your story.
Yeah. So, but when we sat down, we were excited. We sat there. We had good seats, and dude, the weather was perfect. And I even told Jared, I was like, bro, I could probably sit here all day, and I'd be completely fine, dude. We got our beer. We got
So
good
nice.
weather.
I think that's why we were so upset, like, because I saw the pitch count and I was like, "What the fuck is this, bro?" Like, these,
Yeah.
I felt like I was being rushed out of the park.
Wait, what do you mean? What happened
Well, with the pitch
count?
clock, I mean, obviously it's the new rule implemented. Yeah, obviously you're aware of it. But when we
Oh,
sat down,
the pitch clock.
Yeah,
yeah. So when we
What'd I
sat
say?
down,
I
we
said
were trying
count?
to get used
Pitch
to
count.
it.
I
Yeah.
thought they.
I meant clock. I meant
Yeah.
clock.
Okay.
So, but we were trying to get used to it. It's like, oh well, because if we're sitting, if you look behind home plate, off to the side, they'll have the little counter going down and everything. It's like, do we like this? Like, because believe it,
I
realistically,
didn't like it.
weird.
I
It's
didn't
really
like
weird.
it. I didn't like it.
it's weird. But
I
to be
get
honest
it,
with
but
you,
it's weird.
the game lasted. I feel the
The
same
same.
amount
Exactly.
of time.
It was the same
There was
fucking
no.
time.
We went to the 1 o'clock game. It was.
I
Done
mean,
by
to
like
be
4,
honest,
4:30.
I think the average game time has only dropped down 15 minutes, maybe 15.
Yeah,
20
it,
minutes.
it's all for networks. It's bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah.
and we'll wait to see what happens at the end of the season.
I don't. You know why I don't like it? I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's not a bad thing, but certain pitchers, like you were, I think you were kind of saying this too. Certain pitchers are gonna take a little bit longer, and I feel like if you rush a pitcher, you're getting more pitches out of that pitcher than you would normally get. And I think you're gonna fucking kill your starters a lot earlier than normal.
And especially with the way that they're so soft about their pitchers nowadays. But like,
Yeah.
But I mean, look at oh my god,
When we went, it was Corbin.
I'm forgetting his name.
yeah, no,
Corbin
Patrick,
was the
Patrick Corbin.
How are you gonna have Corbin opening on opening
Dude,
day?
Yeah.
Don't get me started on Corbin.
Yeah, no,
Please
no,
don't talk to me about
I- we
Corbin.
were so-
I wasn't
we
the
were
only
so
one.
Please
pissed.
don't
We
talk
were
to me
pissed.
about
We were
Corbin.
pissed
I
by the
knew I
second
was
half.
not the only one.
It should have
bro.
been Josiah Gray.
Yeah,
100%.
Who is actually
starting-
performing very well.
Well, dude, he's the only highlight you got in your pitching rotation.
Yeah. Strasburg is barely ever able to beat.
Strasburg's
I don't even
done.
know.
Yeah, I don't really consider him
Strasburg's
a
done.
player
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
Patrick Corbin, you know, he was vital during that playoff run, that World Series win. But like,
Yeah, that was it.
dude, you can't.
He's a closer. He's not a
It's
fucking
2023. You can't let him
starter.
start.
He's not a fucking
games.
starter, bro.
Yeah.
And I get they're paying him probably like $20
Too
million.
fucking much. And where's
Way too
Doolittle?
much.
Actually,
Yeah.
they brought Doolittle back. Was
Yeah.
it this year or last
Oh,
year?
don't
Like-
talk to me about Doolittle.
I like Doolittle. Doolittle as a
I
closer.
like Doolittle too, and he's remade himself. And I can't talk about what he did prior to that, but
You're
like,
talking about political shit.
he's just a Fauci.
I knew
Cuck.
it. I knew
He
it.
loves
I
Fauci's.
knew it.
Fauci, let me
Bro, I
whip
can-
your dick out,
I can-
Fauci.
I
Let
can-
me look at it at least.
Look, I can call everything that he's gonna.
Yeah.
He pitched the first pitch out to Fauci, and he's like, "This is so good. Nothing's wrong about this." God, I hate
He's
you.
a very. He's a. But
For,
he's still
for his
good.
baseball acclimates, I don't hate him.
Yeah,
but for all of
exactly.
his other shit,
Okay.
he's an idiot.
I just all right. We're on the same page. I knew we'd be on the same page.
And
I love for what he does as a pitcher. Aside from that, I hate his guts.
And before we sign off, I want to, and I thought about this last night for the first time in my life.
We might have to do this again next week. I'm sorry.
This
is good.
I'll be back.
This is
I'll be
yeah,
back.
Yeah, come over, man. What I was gonna say is, this is somebody that I guess Jared would say I hate on. I am very happy that LeBron James smashed the Grizzlies, because they were, as somebody, I'm not a LeBron James hater. His antics, that's kind of what annoys me, but I know the type of talent he is. He's a once-in-a-lifetime talent. He's a phenomenal basketball player.
Yep.
I will not deny that. And then you
He's
got-
the Tom Brady of basketball.
he is. He is.
Now,
And-
okay, what I say, I'll just say this:
I might have said too much. Go ahead.
LeBron James, huge physical specimen. Would he have been able to do what he's done if anybody was playing defense against him?
It's
I,
tough.
I say that as I'm not like a basketball guru. I don't know shit
Me
about
either.
basketball.
Me either. I did play back in the day though.
I remember watching basketball in the 90s.
Yeah,
I
same
know
here.
it's different than what I see now.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm basing it on.
And well, the game is played a lot differently now. I mean, if in the comparisons to MJ, which are always
And it's crazy
No, no,
because
no.
I know
I'm not doing
LeBron.
that. I'm not doing
LeBron
that.
is
No, no, no.
like physically he's a specimen.
Okay,
it's
so-
not like he's
I want to let me
a
jump.
schmo like me.
Can I jump in? Again, like you were saying, I grew up watching the '90s. I played during that time. Jordan was my favorite, but I also grew up during the time where basketball was much more physical than it is today. Today, you actually, I remember the rule being changed when you could not anymore put your hand to kind of post on the person when
Like a
you're playing
hand
defense.
check or whatever
Yeah.
they would call it.
Now, then they switched to the elbow. That was because of Jordan, because Jordan would do that shit a lot. So now it's all elbow. But shit
Like
was
as an offense player or like a defense
as a
player?
defensive
a
player. As a
defensive player, because
player.
you don't want to give the guy space to get the
Try to
jumper or whatever.
position.
Yeah, put him in position to make a shot. So the whole hand thing. So now you got to use your elbow. But even so, what Jared's saying, even if you like nick somebody with your elbow and it looks slightly aggressive,
Well, no, because then they'll start flopping and all that shit. Like that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, I grew up there. It was like Charles Oakley, John Stockton, fucking Dumars.
Just roll
fucking-
off that pick and roll.
No, his shot was crazy. I'm talking about the Knicks, the fucking '90s Knicks. What it was, Patrick Ewing. Am I talking about the same right person? Stockton, not the white dude. The light skinned black dude. That was Stockton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. So anyway,
Stockton's out here.
no, John
What?
Stockton-
anyway, back then the game
No,
was
John Stockton was the white dude.
The
jazz guy.
that's right.
Yeah. But I'm
okay.
thinking about there was another guy on the Knicks who was a light skinned. I think he was a point guard. Anyway, I can't remember his name. Either way,
Mike Bibby?
no, it was
No, he's at
far,
the
way farther
Kings.
back. Not Malone. No, it was the Knicks, man. The Knicks.
I'm getting into trouble yelling out basketball stuff. I don't know shit about basketball.
Yeah, relax. Somebody will figure it out. It was light skinned dude on the Knicks during the Patrick Ewing days. Rodman.
Yeah.
Look, bruh, LeBron would not. He's a physical specimen, like you're saying, but at that time, he would have been going against physical specimens the same. Like Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley against fucking LeBron? He would have punched that dude in his fucking head.
LeBron would be crying.
Yeah, you'd be like, what going
Why did he
on
hit me
here?
like that? Why did he do that?
That's always been my biggest
Bro,
beef
who
with
is
him.
who Batman, bro? Not Carmelo. I said light skinned dude on the Knicks in the '90s, bro.
They said Carmelo.
yeah.
No,
Come on!
yeah, his time
Who
is
said
coming. His
that?
time is come and gone.
Here, let me look. I'll look it up. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, Jared looks at
Carmelo.
No,
not,
but
not trying to talk shit, but
no,
God damn.
no, but what I
You
was
just showed your age.
I'm about to lose it over this Carmelo.
So my
statement.
initial point is that the one player from the Grizzlies was talking mad shit to LeBron. It was it's like, you're old, you know, I don't respect you. And I'm like, man, look at this. And for once in my life, I was like, man, look at this punk. I was like, dude, this is LeBron James, dude. I was like, he's probably gonna smoke your ass. And they did it in dominating fashion. They beat him by 40 last night in an elimination game. And I'm actually thrilled about that. Believe it, I can't believe I'm even saying that. But I was so happy because it's like, you know what? You want to fucking poke the bear? You know, you're gonna get.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
You're gonna get the bear.
And I've never really, you know, I watched LeBron again. I got no beef with him whatsoever. I know he's a great talent, but yeah, the whole flopping, the whole like whining thing. It's like, man, stop doing that. Just play ball. You know.
My
what I mean?
favorite thing is that he acts like he's reading all these books, but he's always on the first page of them.
Yeah.
You ever seen that? Look at
No,
that.
no, okay,
Look at all the pictures of him reading books. He's always on the first page.
All right. Well,
Never a page later, which is my biggest
yeah,
issue.
well, I mean, but still, regardless, I'm very happy that because I was a Lakers fan growing up, dude. I had pillows, I had a Shaq jersey, Kobe. I'm a huge Kobe fan. You know,
I'm a huge Shaq fan too, but like I think I don't know. Don't get me. That's the thing. I can't even get started on basketball. I like Shaq.
And Shaq is cool. Hey, he's a household name. I mean, he's like
Shaq-
Snoop Dogg, dude. Like
Dude,
he's just globally known, like Michael Jordan. or
People
anybody
don't
else.
realize how much Shaq, just one person, changed the entire NBA game.
Yeah.
They put in whole new backboards because of Shaq.
Because he kept fucking
kept
breaking.
Oh,
He
don't
kept
get me
breaking
started
on
on
the
this.
Shaq.
Remember I told you
Yeah, no, we were actually talking about it.
Shaq
Actually, not
attack.
too long ago.
The
Yeah.
Shaq attack involved breaking the backboard. They had
Okay.
to change all of
No,
those.
the Shaq attack. No, that you talking about Hacker Shack. That Hacker Shack came
I'm talking
from,
about Shaq breaking all the
I know,
backboards.
I know.
I don't know what they called it or what he called it.
I've told this on the show before. John Starks. That was the name. There you go. That's the one. John Starks. I mixed a bunch of names. Starks, Stockton. It was,
Yeah, I mean, it's fair.
yeah, close enough. Thank you, Batman. Sorry for.
Oh, Stark's like the.
Thank
the-
you, Batman. I'm
Sorry
glad
for-
we got to say
sorry-
that today.
Sorry for
the
making
real
you.
Batman. Yeah.
But
Sorry
anyway.
you had to do some criminal investigation.
But no, I talked about it before where, I was in shop class and we had to come up with a product and we had to use hydraulics. It was just basically like 2 syringes and water on one end just to make a thing move.
Oh yeah.
So the
yeah.
whole thing was just to make something move, and then we had to make whatever the product was out of foam board and whatever. And we ended up coming up because we were all like basketball fans. Like back in the day, I was a fucking huge fan of just basketball. I was a Bulls fan, but then Shaq came in the league. He was fucking Orlando Magic.
Kirk Heinrich. You liked
Yeah.
him when Kirk Heinrich was on the
I
team.
don't even remember that.
Yeah,
guy.
I fucking hate Kirk Heinrich.
But there was just certain
Wizards
players.
fans remember him.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't care
Oh,
about
dude,
I didn't care about the
killed-
Wizards back then, or the Bullets at the time. But anyway, so Shaq came in and he was breaking backboards, and so like my team, we ended up coming like I don't remember. Oh, I remember. I used to have all the Sports Illustrated magazines. Like I would literally in my locker, I would every year cut out a bunch of my favorite sports people.
Yeah.
And make a collage that would fit inside my locker.
Yeah,
when
that's what you're supposed to do.
Nobody does that. Shut the fuck up.
But
You
What do
never
do
did
with
that.
sports dudes.
Well,
and,
I used to. I don't
Nobody ever did that but me. I was the only one that did that.
no,
No, 100%.
I'm not saying that.
Literally make a collage, bro. An entire collage of all your favorite sports people from your magazines that you fucking got every month.
I literally put every single one of my textbooks in my locker at the beginning of the year and never looked
And never
in there
touched
again.
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This
Never.
guy's trying to act like, oh, we did this too.
Never.
I never said I did it. I'm
Okay.
just saying that's
So
what.
let me
people are-
finish my
That's what you're
fucking
supposed to
shit.
do.
Jeez Louise, can't get anything.
Give me a second.
I can't win down
Let me
here.
finish my
Where
fuck-
the fuck did that come from?
Let me finish my fucking story.
All right.
So I had this whole shit, and it was like what was the famous tennis player back then? Jimmy Connors.
McIlroy.
No, tennis player.
McIlroy.
He wasn't on it. It was Jimmy Connors was my favorite. It was him, and then Jordan, and Pippen, and there were a whole bunch of other people. But the whole point was, because I was already into that shit, our product that we came up with was like, let's come up, since Shaq is breaking all these backboards. This is before they brought the unbreakable backboards. I was like, let's make unbreakable backboards. So our product was the unbreakable backboard, and it was fucking a picture that we had drawn from Sports Illustrated, him on the cover dunking on backwards,
Bringing that shit down.
Bringing that shit down, and I used that exact shit, and it was just him going up and down, not breaking the backboard.
That's awesome.
Marketing since I've been doing this shit, son.
Doing this shit well, and when I say we do it well, we do it stupendously.
And they said, Jared, that's a great idea.
And they stole it.
And then
But
Somebody stole it.
Shaq already's invested $1.2 million
No.
into it.
Somebody fucking stole that shit.
somebody stole Jared's idea in high school, and whoever you are,
100%. No, this was middle school.
hopefully your asshole itches.
Yeah,
But
well,
regardless,
I
in a bad
already
way.
I already know who stole his idea. It was the commissioner
Oh, they
of
found
the
it.
NBA,
Who is
Jewish.
Yeah. So with that being said, folks, thank you so very, very much for listening to episode 179. Yes, 179 episodes.
fuck you, Batman, for saying that.
Of
And you can
the
see it here.
Mad Scientist Lab
So everybody
podcast.
can see what he said. I didn't do that, but whatever, fucker. Keep going, RJ.
Of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. And thank you for joining us on our 6th birthday. Happy birthday to us, because why not? We're awesome.
Follow
And
us on Facebook.
I'ma hit you.
Oh, shit. Goddamn. Follow us on Facebook. What's the other one?
Twitch, wherever, Spotify, anywhere, Apple Music, anywhere you get your podcasts. Monday, 9 a.m. sharp, we'll drop the visual. And in honor of Jerry Springer.
Oh, wait. And also, this Thursday, May 4th, come out to Shoot Your Shot open mic comedy night. Come either sit in the audience and enjoy the comedy, or come be a comedian for your very first time. You are welcome. Shit is funny. We have a good time every night. Please come out.
Please come out and support Jared and the local comics. And in honor of Jerry Springer, not only am I going to say Jerry, the innovator of violence.
Remind me to put that as a sound.
And I will. But he always had a message at the end of his show, no matter what happened on it, is that we should all take care of ourselves and each other. So thank you guys for listening. Please be safe, and we will see you guys next week. Tron, thank you so much for coming over. Awesome to have you here. And we're going to keep the ball rolling. See you guys next week.
Shut up, RJ.
I'm going to stop
Shut
talking.
the fuck up.
I'm doing good.
I'ma hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.